I was waiting for the.
Oh no, yeah, no, you're good.
Come.
Okay. All right. So what were we last on about? We were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there for a minute, weren't we?
I think we were. The only thing is though, I forgot to save that part of the recording, so I'm not sure when exactly this will start.
Okay. Look,
So maybe if we start again, we're leaving this part in as far as what I say we're concerned.
okay. All right. Well, we'll start again. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of. This time we're doing the movies, comics, and life, but my co-host Benj can't be here. But we've got Rob, and yeah, and he's been on. We did the Zack Snyder's Justice League video together.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 2 years.
Because I knew we did a video together, but I forgot what it was. But I knew we were talking about DC.
It's always DC.
And then I was like, oh yeah, forgot. It's always DC. Forgot the Snyder Cut happened. So yeah.
But yeah, today, as it's Superman's 85th, tomorrow, as we're filming this, we're going to do a commentary for Superman the movie. And we were just discussing, but we're going to do the fucking 3-hour broadcast cut. Which I've only seen once.
I've only seen it, like I said, I think once on television. And then when I would talk about scenes that were not in like the VHS or DVD release, people would call me crazy, and I knew I wasn't crazy, and thank God this cut exists.
Yeah.
So I could prove people, look, I saw the other scenes that weren't in the VHS. It's there.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
The version I actually grew up with for Superman the movie was the actual director's cut of Superman the movie, which is apparently the definitive way to watch the movie, according to Richard Donner. It's like...
Right, yeah.
It has I think it has like 8 minutes of extra footage, which is like a scene of Superman in the Fortress of Solitude after he has his like first night of saving people, and then there's also
I saw that on YouTube. Yeah.
And there's which I love that scene, by the way. That's like one of my actual favorites.
That's a good scene. It's a very good scene,
one of my favorite scenes. And also there's the scene where because like I remember as a kid seeing that epic moment where Superman is like walking through Lex Luthor's lair, and they're like firing miniguns at him and flamethrowers and ice shit and all that. And I remember like all the time seeing that scene as a kid and be like, this is fucking badass. And then in the future when I saw, you know, the when they would put the theatrical cut on TV, I'd be like, where the fuck's that scene? What the fuck just what?
Where is that? Because I remember I saw it in commercials, like
Right.
through, like or like trailers for like other stuff that were in VHSs and stuff. I'm telling everybody how old I am because I'm saying VHSs a lot, but they would have that moment of Superman walking past the fire, and I'd be like, when was that in 3? Was that in 3 when he saved that nuclear plant? Wait, no, that's not 3. It's when did that happen? And I know we'll say it again when that scene comes up, but the one reason why I love Christopher Reeve as Superman, I love his reaction to it because, you know, we all love Henry Cavill as Superman. We're all pissed off at what happened, and we won't talk about that situation because that's been talked about to death. But you could tell the absolute difference between how Henry would have handled that scene between how Chris handled it. Henry, I feel like if he walked through that, he would just look like he smelled a bad fart. He would just have like his face would be like the biggest frown ever. He would just burn everything and just scream and yell. Christopher Reeve, it looked like a moment from a comic book.
Yeah.
Where like he's not angry, he's not even annoyed. He's just like, do we have?
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll play it. Like he plays along with it.
Yeah.
And we'll see again. We'll talk about it again when that happens. But it's just why I love this movie so much. It's just it just gives you this classic feeling of this is who Superman should be like.
Yeah.
And we haven't really felt that in the movies in a while. Like, again, I like Henry's Superman, and I believe that he got robbed from it. We all got robbed from it, but this is how it's supposed to be done.
Absolutely.
So, and this is. I'm excited to watch this. I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Like I've said before in the podcast, I saw it quite recently, but I saw the theatrical cut on the big screen in cinemas, which was, man, it was an experience to behold. To be honest, like seeing this is by far my favorite movie of all time. Like I said, is it the best movie ever made? No, but personally, it is my favorite. My favorite movie of all time.
It's definitely up there for me. You know, I've worn out every copy I had of all Christopher Reeve movies, really, but mostly this one.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, maybe it'll change, but when we watch this, but I think a lot of this still holds up.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely talk about this as we watch the movie. I love the behind the scenes drama that this movie had.
Me too.
And I'll be excited to go through.
I fucking love it as well. Just, oh my god.
It's gonna be quite something when we start this shit.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, we've got 3 hours to go through, so we better start this soon. But like, you know, it's, I always think about what would it be like if we had the Richard Donner trilogy for Superman. You know, like,
yeah.
I mean, we did, like I said, we did get the Superman 2, the Donner cut, but it is like kind of like a weird Frankenstein type of thing where.
God, yeah.
Like
I like it. I think it's better than the original, but I don't like how they really put it together.
Yeah, and like again, the ending is just a rehash of Superman the movie, and it doesn't work well. It makes Superman. Even I watched it again, after seeing it in cinemas, the first one, and. I still state this before when I watched Superman 2, but like the Donner cut, but at the end, it makes Superman look really fucking selfish. And
well, I think I like I like the Donner 2 cut ending better than the original ending because I hate that magical kiss. But it's also like, why would you do this anyway?
Yeah,
why would you just spin the world anyway?
I mean, like I think the Weekly Planet even said this as well, but apparently, the Weekly Planet said that the ending for Superman the movie, where he goes back in time, was meant to be saved for Superman 2, but because of Superman the movie, well, they were filming Superman 1 and 2 back to back, but because they ran out of money, they had to finish Superman 1, but it didn't have an ending, so they used the ending for Superman 2. I believe that was the case, wasn't it?
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So I mean that kind of makes me wonder though, what would have been the ending for Superman the movie if Lois Lane dies? Like what would he have done?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wonder if was that filmed because they needed an ending. Was that not in the original script?
Yeah, you know that's
what I'm wondering.
That's true actually.
Yeah, I think that was added on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not. This is still, I think, the best looking Superman movie out of the older like 70s and 80s ones because this is still a clear vision. It's not multiple directors messing with it, and then it's not just Richard Lester being like, "I want to make a comedy."
Yeah.
On here's canon movies. No, this is a full on, sort of finished Richard Donner movie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I suppose we better jump right in. So, for everyone watching and listening, get some popcorn, get a drink. I've got some blackcurrant, a big 2-liter bottle of sparkling water, and
I have Sprite.
Sprite, yeah, Sprite works.
There's that. That's all. That's it. Yeah. I already had dinner, so I'm full.
Jesus, what time's it over there?
3. Well, not dinner. It's 3:41, so it's not dinner, but it was a big meal, and I called it dinner.
Fair enough. I literally had like a whole rotisserie chicken for dinner.
Nice.
Big appetite. Like Superman apparently in this movie. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Do you eat? Well, I do when I'm hungry. Okay. Well, like I said, get your drinks, get your whatever. We'll pop her in. Rob, do you have the extended cut ready?
I don't have it. Were you gonna stream it?
Wait, can you do that?
You can stream it on Discord, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Is it like
Because I don't have it.
right? So it's like what? Share your screen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just share your screen and whatever you're using to watch it, will hopefully it'll work.
Yeah. I should have tested this out sooner. Go live. Okay, got it here. You see it?
Yeah, maybe just run through it a bit just to see if it works, and then we'll just cut this part out.
Okay.
Okay, it works. Cool, it works.
Awesome.
I heard it too.
Awesome. Oh, you can hear it?
So, yeah, I heard it. So.
Okay. All right. Okay, sweet. Well, let us begin then. All right. So you ready?
Yes.
All right. In tres, dos, uno, swell.
I didn't know you spoke Kryptonian.
That was actually
Yeah,
Japanese.
it's Kryptonian.
It was Kryptonian. Yeah.
Nah. Oh, shit. You want to hear my Klingon?
That's what I was looking. That's literally the language I was looking for. Fuck.
No, that's not Klingon. Let me show you my Klingon. Hey, got the Kirk, you piece of shit, you! What'd you think?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's good. Good, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta turn this up a little bit. There we go. What a brilliant way to open a movie.
I know, right?
Like,
Wait,
just this fucking...
can you...
Hey, guys, remember reading comic books? That's what this is. This is to the 50s kids. This is for the baby boomers that were like at our age back then. Hey, remember this shit? It's coming to life, motherfucker, you. I don't know why I'm still talking Klingon, but
Wait, you can hear it on your end?
yeah, I hear it.
I can't bloody hear it.
You can't hear it?
No?
Is there any screen that you see on Discord that's like a volume thing?
Like I'm sharing the screen, but it's
I'll right-click the screen on Discord, the share screen, see if you see anything that says mute or anything.
no. It just says show my screen, and it's not like giving me the sound or anything at all, which is weird.
Really? You don't hear it?
No, but you hear it fine.
I hear it.
Oh man, and it's playing for the opening credits as well. Fuck.
It's playing the ultimate suit. I might have to turn it down on my end.
Oh, that's hot. I can hear it just watching it, but like I also do want to low-key hear it as well. Like,
You hear it in your head. You want to actually hear it though.
yeah. God damn it.
How is it that you can't hear it but I can?
That's not fair.
Of course, the American gets the better version.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Oh,
What? Can you not hear it?
the audio like stopped and then it worked again.
Right.
Oh, now okay, now it works. I hear it from your speak. Oh, are you figuring it out?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
You figured it out?
More or less.
More or less. Okay, good enough. Do you ever hear Richard Donner talking, like him gushing about the soundtrack of this? How he said that you can actually hear the song say Superman's name?
Yeah, Superman. Yeah.
Right there. Right there. I never noticed that till I watched that fucking Look Up in the Sky documentary.
Yeah, but like it says Superman. It's like that for Superman the Animated Series, isn't it? Like you can hear it also there. Like Superman, Superman. Dun, dun, dun,
a little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit, yeah. Man of Steel didn't have anything like that, did it?
No, unless you go like super.
It
No.
was just loud noise.
Yeah.
I mean, with that being said, we love the Man of Steel soundtrack, but just saying. There it is. Man is like in his 90s right now, and he's doing the last Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's right. Is that his last film?
I think so.
Right.
I believe it is. Oh yeah, I forgot Mario Puzo did the story.
Yeah,
They were. Wait, go ahead.
No, it's like he did The Godfather, right? Yeah.
He did The Godfather, and he and his dad. I think he and his dad were gonna like put in like fucking famous celebrities from the '70s to cameo in this movie.
Really? Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Like, the fucking guy who goes, "Who loves you, baby?" and other fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like they were gonna make. Oh, and they were gonna have, the fucking "Can you read my mind" scene.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a musical.
Oh my god. And like that moment,
it was gonna be
that moment alone is already cringe as fuck.
Not like they're gonna make a musical or any other DC movie, right? There's no musical of a DC movie coming up. Not that I can think of, at least not at all.
Well, actually, we've got one coming up, Joker.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Okay, I need to. It's another thing I like about this movie that a lot of movies don't really do anymore, especially comic book movies. This movie is like, and I mean this in a positive way, it's very mellow. Like, it takes its time.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's definitely
because it's like at the time you've never seen anything like this before, so it's like, hey, look at this shit. Can you believe this? They live on a fucking ice planet.
Yeah, and it's like it's paced a lot differently than a lot of superhero movies we get today as well. Like, it is like a breath of fresh air when you watch it comparatively like to other films.
And I can already say this even without finishing this yet. Kevin Feige says that like when they do a new Marvel movie, they have everybody watch Superman, this movie, as like, this is how you do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Because some of the latest Marvel stuff, how?
I know.
How? How do you watch this and go, Eternals? This guy.
Oh, the legend who read off cardboard cutouts in the background.
He never rehearsed any fucking line.
No.
And he wanted to play Jor-El like a bagel.
A bagel?
He told Rich Donner, was like,
What's to stop people from believing that people that from Krypton are bagels? I want to play it like a bagel.
The bagel. What the fuck?
I was in The Godfather.
Jesus Christ.
And they're gonna give me $1 billion to play it like a bagel.
I love it.
I love that insult. This mindless aberration.
My god.
That's most Snyder fans now. What?
Who do you think's better, Jor-El? Marlon Brando or Russell Crowe?
Oh. That's a tough one. There really isn't a lot of other Jor-Els, aren't there?
There's, well, I guess there's the one from Smallville, but like the one from Smallville is actually fucking Terrence Stamp.
I was gonna say that's actually Terrence Stamp. Yeah, that's true. I didn't like that version though. The Smallville one,
asshole,
like the whole voice. Why? For no reason.
Literally, like he was played off as a villain half the
fucking
time.
reason.
He was always giving Clark the most shittest time. Like, he was a horrible father.
Here's a suit that your mom made, but I'm not gonna make you wear it because it's because your destiny, and it's a suit, Mom. It's a dad. It's a whoever you are.
Yeah, literally, my mom just made it for me. Why the fuck are you holding it for me? You know. And he's like,
my mom made it. You're a dick.
no,
It's
no.
not even your
It
wife.
was like, no flights, no tights.
No, yeah. I would say maybe. I don't know. As characters, they're both pretty awful.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
Marlon Brando's Jor-El and Russell Crowe's Jor-El, they're both pretty like awful people, but performance-wise, I would say maybe Marlon Brando's the most like memorable one. Everyone remembers his performance and does the voice.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, this moment.
Your ass.
Okay. He says your heirs.
I know.
But my whole life, as a child, I believed, and I still wanted to say, first you, and then one day, your ass.
Likewise, I always thought you said that.
Before I finish the Jor-El statement, Terrence Stamp is such an amazing General Zod. And I love Michael Shannon Zod. He's great. Terrence Stamp, he invented the character for all I fucking give a shit about. He would not be who he is now without Terrence Stamp.
100%.
So, big ups for Mr. Terrence Stamp here. I wish he was in this more, but he's saved for the sequel that we'll get to eventually. So yeah, for Jor-El, I would say Marlon Brando's the most memorable one, but I think Russell Crowe did a better job as like a father who's concerned for his son's future and a scientist who was just like, I told everybody and no one fucking listened to me. Like, he seemed like he genuinely cared for like Krypton and everything. Marlon Brando was just Marlon Brando on a good day, on like a mediocre day.
True.
But it's still memorable. They're still awful people because they didn't do, well, I mean, I guess they did it in the Richard Lester Superman 2. They didn't have the mom do anything.
Yeah, you know, it's always
like there was no conscience from the mom or anything.
I swear, it's always like Jor-El is just always just doing all this shit for himself. Like he's like,
even the actress who plays Laura here, she was like, I didn't do shit.
yeah, I know. At least like in the original cut of Superman 2, it was like it was something like, I think Marlon Brando wouldn't return for the reshoots or whatever, so they actually they replaced him with the mom, and she was the one who changed.
Which is like the one good thing that the Lester version of Superman 2 did.
Yeah, and the mom was the one that took away his powers.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But I liked the scene where he gets it back from the dad.
Yeah, I do like that. Where like the dad.
That's a good moment. And it's like, oh, good, it's the last we'll ever see of of this version.
Where the dad just like manhandles him, like he just touches him on the chest, and then Clark just has a complete seizure.
He's like, I've never showed expression before.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do in Krypton. Wait, this isn't even Krypton anymore.
The planet Krypton.
No, Marlon, it's Krypton. Yes, that's what I said. Krypton.
Wait, does the mom say it like that as well, or
And
does she say Krypton?
Everyone else says Krypton.
Alright, so it's just him.
It's just Marlon Brando.
Planet Krypton.
What are they fucking wearing too? I as a kid even I think I was like, it looks like they're gonna turn into popcorn.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of shiny tinfoil.
It's very shiny.
Yeah.
It was a vibe definitely back then.
A vibe.
Especially for older gentlemen.
Jesus, Jor-El looks pissed.
Was this the first movie that did the idea of like, oh, everyone's like the crest is the same as like the S in his chest?
I'm not too sure.
Where they made it like, this is the House of El?
Possibly.
I think this was the first time that happened. And it's been that way ever since.
Yeah, I do actually like the emblem Jor-El has for his, because it's different to like it is like obviously it's the S, but it's like it's a bit different to the way Superman has it. It's like the same with Superman's S on his suit. It's not like the traditional, you know, copy the actual super.
That's actually the original S they had when they did the screen test for Superman.
What the for Jor-El.
For Jor-El, what he has right now, that's
Yeah.
the same one. If you look at like
Yeah.
the screen test for actors who auditioned and for Christopher Reeve, that's the same one. And you can see how sweaty Christopher Reeve was when he auditioned.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But man, Christopher Reeve, like he was so skinny.
And very skinny too.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was really skinny, but man, like, well, I've said this before. Christopher Reeve, like the suit that he wears in this movie is like so vulnerable to be in, like with your physicality. Really, like you have to be, like you have to have like a really good, you know, body type to rock that and look really good. And Christopher Reeve rocked it so well, like.
Well, he had David Prowse train him.
That's true, but like even Cavill, like Cavill did the screen test for Man of Steel in the Christopher Reeve suit, and he still did not look anywhere as good as Christopher Reeve did.
Well, actually, if this was bullshit, I'm not sure. Apparently, when he auditioned in the Christopher Reeve suit, people said that he was the only actor that no one laughed at.
That's true.
When he
That is
walked
true.
out of the thing and everyone saw him, they saw him and they were like, "Holy shit, that's Superman!"
Yeah,
So
I can say that as well. Yeah, but I'd say like Christopher Reeve
yeah.
still had the great embodiment of it.
And I've always said this, like the weird thing about skin tight cloth, for a lot of stuff like this is that it's somehow like no matter how much you bulk up, it makes you look skinny for some reason.
That is true. It's like that with Spider-Man. You know, no matter how hard you train.
And that happened with
Brandon
yeah, well, Brandon Routh he had like somewhat of padding underneath
Yeah.
it, even though he is a jacked guy. But for Tyler Hoechlin's first suit in the Supergirl series, he's a big guy. He's buff, but that suit made him look very slim.
Oh my god, it did. Oh my god, that's a great example.
It's very bizarre.
And in Superman and Lois, they kind of just went the opposite and really just padded the fuck out of him, where it was just kind of
holy shit! It's
ridiculous.
a huge muscle padding. Yeah. I think it looks better now.
Yeah.
But
he definitely beat.
It was quite like, oh my god, when you first saw it.
He definitely beat Juicin from the planet Krypton.
Yeah.
Oh, more extended. Yeah, this fucking dude is in the extended cut. Like this weird. What the hell is that? It's like a dude with a.
I remember like Zod snaps like one of their necks, and I think in the beginning of Superman 2.
It's like a weird tinfoil hat helmet thing he's wearing. What is it?
It looks like the outfit Danny Phantom wears before he turns into the Ghost. Now, was that just like a blanket that he put on, or was that supposed to be the Superman suit? Because it's not the same material at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, like, I'm not entirely sure who made the suit in this universe. Ugh.
What? The audio stopped on my end again.
Oh, it stopped for a bit and then it works for me.
Oh, a minute. Oh, I can hear it now.
Oh, now it's okay. Oh, now I can't hear it.
You can wait. You can't hear it?
Now I can't hear it.
Oh, for God's sake!
I just know that this is the moment where he's actually reading off a script. There, now I hear it. Now I hear it.
Great. Oh, I can't hear it. If I press this.
I love the way he said that too. It's like he was trying to remember what he was trying to say while he was reading it. He's like, the son becomes the father, and the father is, I don't know, the son. That sounds good.
Sounds good. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. Like he says all that shit about.
I don't know.
He says that shit about the father and the mother, like the father and the son, and the mother's there. Like, yeah, what about me? And he's like, I don't know.
The father, and the mother. What the hell is this?
Yeah,
shot?
what
Wait
was
a minute,
that?
I've never seen that before.
What was going on there,
What? I've never seen that shot before.
bruh? That's like me having an epilepsy episode.
Okay, is this kryptonite?
Yeah, I was really confused what the hell that's meant to be.
I still have no idea to this day. And like everyone who watches this movie for the first time, they always ask the same thing: is this kryptonite?
Yeah, and it's like, if it was, why
What is this?
would Jor-El stick that right in front of his baby?
Well, okay. Would kryptonite hurt them on Krypton?
No, probably not. But if he's sending him to Earth, like the second he hits Earth's atmosphere, it's like.
Would they know? Would he know? Would that have been okay? What? Why? What is that shot? Oh, what? Okay. Wait. Did they say go after Jor-El?
I think so.
So is that guy going after Jor-El?
He's sure taking his time.
I guess. I mean, look. I mean, you saw how this area was built. It's all crystals and lights, and I would be lost too.
All right.
It's already falling apart.
Get ready for about 10 minutes of this. I'm telling you, when I first watched this extended cut, it was about 10 minutes of what you're watching right now.
Hold on. Where's my timer? No, stopwatch. There we go. All right, I'm starting to stopwatch now. Let's see how long this goes.
Jesus Christ!
What the hell? What?
What was that?
That almost made me break my chair.
The Planet Krypton.
Planet Krypton's going fucking sicko mode. This is a different music cue too.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Now it's back to normal. Oh wait.
Yeah. No, this was in the original. You need that. You need that playing in that moment. That's a good practical effect. That's impressive even back then. I don't know how they did that. Good miniature play so far.
Yeah.
Now it's just a shot of Jor-El and Lara looking confused.
Yep. More destruction. God, even Jor-El is running slower than Lara.
This...
Wow. Okay.
And we don't see them die at all. It's just everybody else.
Yeah, literally. This could be a good while of this. It's a lot of added screaming.
It needs the Wilhelm scream.
My God. Jesus.
This is this a Roland Emmerich movie? Roland Emmerich watch this and like I'm gonna make a whole movie about this. All of my movies.
Jesus.
No, this is fine. Everything's fine.
It's I can't like I said, this cut is just the added stuff they add is just basically like let's just add in every
So far it's been 2 minutes and 38 seconds.
Okay. Alright, wow. It's not as bad as I thought then.
But it feels an eternity. It's almost
Yeah.
3 minutes now.
Yeah, my God. Okay, I think we're nearing the end here, actually. That's right.
Uh,
a lot of them just look like they're like purposely jumping to their deaths rather than falling.
yeah. That was a shot that haunted me as a kid.
Yeah.
Boom.
There we go.
Okay. 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay. Well, that was a lot. Just for that,
That was...
considering like in like Man of Steel, it lasted like what 2 seconds.
Something like that, yeah. And it was very, like, kind of quiet and, like, sad and mellow. And here, it's just, like...
Chaos.
In your face. Fucking just chaos. I've never seen that shot before.
My God.
That's funny.
What is he saying? He's saying stop?
Yeah, they're saying, stop, wait, come back, help.
Flying baby. Ugh.
I don't think they know it's a flying baby. Maybe they do, I'm not sure. That always terrified my dad. He always told me like he was like the Phantom Zone terrified him. The whole concept of just being in like that diamond shape.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like, because it doesn't look like how it is in like other medium where it's just a giant space of weird shit. It's just this tight shape in space where you're just like this forever. That's what he thought the Phantom Zone was, and I think that's what it is. And that's like, yeah, it's a little morbid.
They did it like that as well in Smallville, didn't they?
Oh, kind of. At first they did it like that, but then I guess they said in later seasons like, oh yeah, there's open areas because remember that episode where they were with Zod and that Coliseum thing. Yeah. This is funny too. He's just saying word vomit to his son that doesn't even understand any of this. And I guess he's just like growing. Well, I guess that makes sense for space
apparently,
travel.
like he grows about 3 years, I think.
I guess that makes sense for space travel.
Yeah. So, like that makes you wonder, what year was Superman technically born in then?
In this, I think they say later in this movie. I think they said this was sometime in the 40s.
Oof. Right.
Yeah, I think that's what I think that's what Lex says at least. It's funny now that you notice when something's 80-yard.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that as well. Right.
I was like right away. I was like, oh yeah, that was.
What was that?
What was that? How was that? Did you get it? And this movie kept the tradition of parents still looking old.
Yeah.
They adopt a child.
It's so peculiar. Like, at least, again, I don't know why I keep bringing up Smallville in this commentary, but like they were like the first to really actually give Clark some.
Actually, it was the animated series.
Well, yeah, when they first got Clark, yeah, they were fairly young, weren't they?
Yeah, but Smallville was the first in live action.
Yeah.
And I'm sad we never saw a scene like this. Oh, penis. I'm sad we never saw a scene like this in Man of Steel.
Yeah, I know. It's like frustrating that it just jumps ahead, isn't it?
He just lands and then boom, here he is.
And you know what? I know they fucking filmed shit with Clark as a baby because I've seen pictures with my own eyes of like Jonathan and Martha holding the baby in the house.
I saw that one. And I think that was just supposed to be a photo they had in the background, but I don't see that photo in any shot of those movies. Yeah. Or at least maybe not, I'm not sure. But makes me wonder how Zack Snyder and his ways, he probably would have done that. Like maybe Martha would have been like all lovey, but it would have been Jonathan Kent saying depressing shit. Martha, we can't. The Russian army's gotta go after us.
Martha, we have to let it lie out in the field and die. We can't...
What do you expect us to do, Jonathan? Just leave this baby?
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh my god.
What do you think? Should what's his name? James Gunn. Should he bring this theme back for Superman Legacy, or should they do a new theme?
That's interesting. I don't know. I mean,
First of all, this is great.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look at
What
that.
a great moment, great reveal.
Yeah. What a
This is the theater clap moment.
tank, literal tank.
This is, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if it would feel cheap or like, what's the word?
Or should they do like hints of it? Like have there be
I mean,
maybe do it like how Smallville did it, like have it be like there is a new theme that they
Yeah.
wrote for him, but maybe towards the end moments of like Superman has to save the day and it's this big moment. Will he? Won't he? And you hear a little bit of burr, 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 and maybe that will be it. Maybe.
yeah, that could work. Yeah, but then I was gonna say like
That guy scared me.
I was gonna say, isn't that what they kind of did in Justice League as well?
In Justice League, they used his whole theme, that whole movie. Whenever he was in it, they used the John Williams
Yeah.
theme. But you barely notice.
Yeah, no, was not great.
You barely notice. You heard it more in Crisis.
True.
Yeah. Crisis, I despite my issues with it, I think they handled that well.
Yeah.
You know the drama of this dude who plays Young Clark, right?
Oh yeah, like Christopher Reeve ADR'd his lines.
He dubbed him?
Yeah,
Yeah. He David Proust him.
I know that was. You know, I've actually.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that was wrong?
You know, I was gonna say I've actually been in the presence of this guy right here. He was at a Comic-Con, my very first Comic-Con.
Yeah, he's in a few cons.
Yeah, he was at my very first Comic-Con. He was there, and I remember me and Aunt Lily, my Aunt Lily, saw him sitting there, and there was like no one at his booth really, and we were kind of like, oh god.
Yeah. I get his anger. Like that they should have told him, or I don't know, but I like that they do it, and I kind of understand Chris's point,
Yeah.
but this was just how movies were back then. I mean, I does this happen still? I don't think it does.
It's kind of funny because it works really well. Like as a kid, I was convinced.
Yeah, it's flawless.
Yeah. Like I was generally convinced that this voice was coming from him. But when you know,
You know what's weird?
what?
Well, first finish your thought.
I was gonna say like, but like when you notice it, you can hear it. Like you can hear Christopher Reeve ADRing his lines. Like you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what were we gonna say?
Shit, what was I gonna say? Shit. Hold on, let me think. Fuck. What was it? Shit, I totally forgot. It'll come back to me eventually. Oh, I remembered. Okay, so you know what's really bizarre? In Superman 3, when he goes back to the high school reunion, and you see photos of like him and Lana.
Yeah.
It's not the same actors
No,
that are using in like the photos.
Yeah,
they put Christopher Reeve's actual high school photo there, and obviously they put Annette O'Toole's high school photo in there. So it's like, wow, this guy just doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
Oh, there's original Lois Lane.
There's a new shot.
Oh, you've never seen this?
No, I've seen that, but like just some stuff I don't remember. There was like a new added shot there of him running.
If they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do, this is gonna be cool. I've always loved this moment as a kid.
Yeah. Yodi.
He missed. Are they not going to show it? They're not going to show it.
Show what?
Oh!
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, how the fuck old is Lois supposed to be in this universe?
I know, right? It's like, how old is Clark? Like, how much older is Clark? Like, actually,
I think Clark's supposed to be 15 in this.
bruh. Well, I mean, like Christopher Reeve was like 24 years old when he did this, but maybe he was meant to be playing about.
And I think Margot is older than him.
Yeah, God, that's weird.
Well, because in my mind, I always saw, like, I don't know if this is, I'm the only one who thought this, but in my head, in any Superman medium, I always saw Lois was older than him.
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I always just had that thought. Like, not, like, I would say maybe she's at the very least of it, she's probably like 7 years older than him. But now I see this and I'm like, oh no, Superman's a lot older than what Lois is. Maybe it's just because she smokes a lot that she looks older than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Margot Kidder's still gorgeous in this movie, but I always imagined that she was older than him in this. But I keep forgetting this scene. Yeah, they're showing a lot of extra, additional shots that. Oh, I didn't notice that before in the background. That's Clark.
You didn't ever notice that. That's so, like
I never saw that before.
I love that.
This must be new. I've never noticed that. That's
always
sick.
That's always been there. That was cool.
I never noticed that before.
He ran. Let's get out of here.
Is that supposed to be Pete?
Yeah, I don't know. If so, he's a bit
Pete Ross?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so was the Man of Steel one.
Yeah.
The weirdest nicknames or no fucking insult names ever.
Dick Splash.
Dick Splash.
Yeah.
Doesn't he call him pubic hair at one point?
No, ass wipe. Is that it?
Ass wipe. That's the one.
What's with these weird insults?
That would not happen in real life. It would be so much worse in real
Dick
life.
Splash. Ass wipe.
There will be many, many, many words that we shall not repeat that being said in that school bus if it was real life. This moment's great. I love the moment when he says the line, "You're here for a reason." You can hear the rock that he always steps on. In every audio cut of that scene, you always hear the rock.
Let's see if I can hear it. Yeah, holy shit.
That crunch, you hear that in every recording. And it always, I don't mind, it doesn't really matter, but it always bothered me that they never, edited it out of it, because now I feel like they're doing it to tease me.
Oh my god, yeah, I feel that.
I feel like they make it louder every time they play it again.
I feel that, yeah.
And it just happens like this.
I know.
Which is okay, that's a important life lesson. Life could be gone like that, but I felt like narratively this was
a
little.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh shit! All right, now we're here now.
Yeah, I feel that, to be honest, but
it should have been let's have a moment where they're playing together. Then this happens the next day. He gets up and then this happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we could.
That would be a little bit more oh, that sucks. This was just oh, well, that was fast.
Could have seen them as a family a little bit. Maybe having dinner together.
Dad! Where's the tornado? Where Henry Cavill's 33 years old playing a 19-year-old in that scene.
Oh my god. He didn't. He actually looked. They did a pretty decent job of making him look young. And it was I think it was the first thing they filmed for Man of Steel as well.
It was one of the first things they filmed, but Yeah, he looked young. He still looks young, but you can still tell it's like you're the biggest 19-year-old I've ever met in my life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do I mean
It was the curly hair.
I do actually believe that, like because I have seen like 19-year-olds that look like they're in their
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah, and especially in America, they're fucking
Yeah.
huge.
So I buy it, but
Yeah.
all those powers.
Yeah, the voice syncing is
Really good.
really good.
Yeah.
I like part of me like kind of wishes I can hear the original take.
Yeah, I know, right? God. But then again,
It probably wouldn't be much of a difference, I can guarantee you. There would not be much of a difference.
not to mention, I don't think anyone would have cared, really.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like, as a kid, I just figured, like, this dude really did, like, a great job sounding like Christopher Reeve.
Just yeah, I just thought that was just his voice. This all reminds me of Red Dead Redemption now. I had those when I was a kid.
I gotta admit, like, it does actually look really cozy.
That's kind of looks exactly like how the bedroom looked in Superman Returns.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's,
A little bit.
yeah. Alright, for this moment, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. The water's kicking in, and I'll keep it playing. Because it's like
Okay.
3 hours.
So, yeah, now it's just me now. And, it's bizarre to me that I will get to it. It's bizarre to me that they didn't stick with any original aesthetic for Superman Returns. Because remember, that movie is supposed to be like a quasi sequel to this. But, like, this is about like well, they say it's a remake. So I guess the intention is it's a modern sequel to this. It's very confusing. It's a very confusing movie. And I hope we do get to it eventually. But because I have a lot to say about that movie.
I could literally hear you while I was in the toilet.
Oh, good.
Good, yeah. Gonna put my feet up here and get myself comfortable.
Oh, yeah, because remember, this is 3 hours. This was always confusing to me. I think I understand it now, but, like, this, like, tells him where to go, right?
Yeah, I think, but tells him to go north.
Something.
North.
So then that also, like, this makes me wonder, was Krypton just an ice planet?
I guess.
So is it Hoth?
Jesus.
Is Krypton Hoth in this world?
Well, I mean, like, the set designer for this was also the one for Star Wars, so.
Yeah. So I guess that's not kryptonite.
No, it's.
Because the kryptonite doesn't glow in this world.
Yeah.
Because we see kryptonite later, it's just a rock.
Which we'll get to later on, but the way Lex Luthor comes up with how kryptonite is, like, brought to this planet is, like, it's like, it makes you wonder how the fuck he even figured it out.
Oh, well, you're right, we'll get to it,
Yeah.
but there is a moment he figures it out where I'm like, that's dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb. It's just sort of like, really? You got that from that? You know, it just doesn't make sense, but...
Yeah.
Alright. Cheerios.
Yo, shout out Cheerios.
Sponsored by Cheerios.
very... Turn on a light or something.
I know.
There's no sun, there's no light in this house. I mean, it's a great shot, but... Shout out the doggo.
Very long shot of the Martha looking at Clark.
You know, I will say, even though this came out long before this, this does kind of remind me of Superman for All Seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell Superman for All Seasons very much was inspired by this.
Oh, okay.
Did you? So did they just like tell him like immediately that he was from another planet?
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
So he's just like leaving and never coming back?
I mean, like, he says later on in the movie that he wants like half his salary sent to his mom when he starts the Daily Planet.
I think I saw that on
Yeah.
YouTube.
So, I'm guessing he does visit her.
Always hold on to Smallville.
Oh my god. God, the soundtrack is sex.
These two actors are like, so what are we actually looking at? I don't know. This is where we're adding the soundtrack. So just pretend you see something cute. Like a cow? Yeah, just pretend you see a cow. Look at that cow. Okay, now they're no longer looking at us. We can leave now.
Yeah.
Snow from on top just looks like a messed up white sheet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is new stuff actually.
Cue the Man of Steel trailer music.
Oh. To be fair, that trailer was hot.
Or, well, technically it's the Gandalf
Yeah.
Fall
Yeah,
soundtrack.
true.
Run, you fools!
Can ya see? No, it's Gladiator.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't Gladiator. My friend Nate would always say that the Man of Steel trailer music was the song that plays every time he farts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. You went BRB, and now it's my turn to be right back. I will, I shan't be gone for long. I forgot I need to feed my dog really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, yeah. So, I'll be right back.
Alright. So, we see Clark just dashing around the Fortress of Solitude. Well, not the Fortress of Solitude just yet, but he is just walking. I'm pretty sure this is one of the stuff that is just prolonged for absolutely no reason. Like, literally, it's about 10 minutes. We're going to see here about 10 minutes of the Fortress of Solitude being built, from what I remember. Well, 10 minutes, but it's probably 5 minutes, but it feels fucking ages. It's a really nice view. Like I guess that is the key. How does he know to throw it? Like, what? How is his first thought just to throw that thing? Like, would you just go out to the middle of nowhere and just be like, well, fuck it, just throw this thing that was left to me, whatever. Oh, here we go. Get ready for probably 5 minutes of this fortress being built. Every time I see those crystals, I think of the stand that comes with the Hot Toys Superman. It is God, it is very much like that actually. You can see Clark is bored already of this thing just building. And it's like, I mean, it's definitely a very interesting design for the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know what type of fortress I prefer. Like, there's this, and then there's the Man of Steel is the scout ship, which is I'm not sure I like, but I don't know. Then there's in the comics where it's like a big key in the wall, or a big key door somewhere in the Arctic. And I think in the animated series it's like underwater. Well, you have to go underwater at least to get there, which is interesting. But yeah, and I remember like, and it's very interesting too. Like, calling back to the Richard Donner cut Superman 2, the movie literally ends with Superman destroying the Fortress of Solitude. And what is this shot? Why is Clark walking to the camera like that? He's like, that was definitely an added scene, but it was just Clark walking straight to the camera where it just goes out of focus. Yeah. God, I can't get enough of the soundtrack, honestly. It's like, gonna be able to see it perform live in June when I go see it again in cinemas.
Did I miss the fortress?
Oh
scene?
yeah, but don't worry.
Oh well.
You just missed about a good 5 minutes of that thing just building.
Oh well. We've all seen it. He throws the thing.
For like, it's like he throws it for like, you just go out in the middle of nowhere and you're like, yeah, I'll just throw this random crystal that was left for me ever since I was a kid.
Is that what happened in Smallville, or was it did it teleport him to the right spot?
I was thinking that actually, but like I don't remember. I think it might have been calling him, but there was some reason for it. Whereas here, he just froze it.
You know what my dad believed for like the longest time? He believed that Smallville and this was in the same universe.
Seriously?
Like, he believed that like Smallville was like an extension of the 78 universe. Because he was like, there's a lot about his origin that wasn't really explained, so maybe this is it. And then, that was not the case at all. But at least when it started off, he believed that this was in... Maybe because season 2 had Christopher Reeve in it, so maybe that was it. But And you heard a little bit of the theme in that episode.
Yeah.
There's the fucking RGB lights going on in the background. No one else had it in the 70s except for Jor-El.
It's like,
That shot's backwards. I just noticed that.
why isn't this crystal glowing green?
I can see through this. Wait, I can see through all of them.
And it's Jor-El sex tapes. Ah, yes, Lara, like a bagel. Lay there.
This is called the Krypton Strap-On. It's the only time I'll ever say Krypton right.
This is how we do it in the planet Krypton.
Delete my history.
You can tell he gives his best performances when he's like just in front of the camera like that, because the camera's just completely on him.
He's got a thing he could just read.
Yeah.
So this is just him being like, I'm reading everyone a story.
Yeah. Well, he does pretty good.
You see the blooper where he's like, yeah, this is great. Did you see that one blooper though where he's like, wherever you are, Kal-El, Ralph, whatever your name is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it in this shot, but I like that this Jor-El had the S curl.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Because for some reason they haven't been giving Superman his S curls lately.
Oh no. Superman and Lois is...
Well, they did in Black Adam.
Superman and Lois is very guilty of it.
Oh god.
Literally, it's frustrating how they don't differentiate enough between the way Clark looks and Superman in that show.
I think it's just they don't realize that S curl, even yes it's silly, it completes the look.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, even Clark Dent when he's young gets a little curl in his hair.
He has an S curl, yeah. You could do it casually.
Yeah, it works.
People have that S curl casually.
And what do you call it? Like, in BVS, they kind of tried to do it whenever, like, Superman would get punched in the face.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, ish. This shot of him is good because you just don't see his eyes.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And then here's another moment of just like the film just taking its time. It's like, all right, now you're on shrooms. This is what shrooms is like. Coca-Cola's better than Pepsi.
Oof.
Like something stupid he says out loud.
Hot take. Well, I mean,
all these life lessons, and then just out of nowhere he'll say something super controversial.
yeah.
Red Krypton sun cannot give you powers. Earth's yellow sun can. It is forbidden to interfere with human work. R. Kelly was innocent. It's something horrible.
Jesus Christ.
Now he's back to word vomit. Are those abs? They look like abs. Okay, now it looks like something else. This is like a Rorschach test. What do you see?
Oh.
Now this is the 3-hour cut, so there's just more 9 minutes of this.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure there is actually added shit here. A lot of added lines.
Probably.
Okay, now we'll go back to the classic.
Oh, here we go. Now it's coming to the thing.
I swear that what's about to come, this is always like what I think of as a child seeing for the first time. Here we go.
Oh god! I always thought that looked like Darkseid.
Oh, there he is.
There it is. Who made it though? I guess it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit?
Oh, it's so dope. Oh, new shot.
Oof.
Dad, this is just new shots from Metropolis. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Does the Daily Planet have the globe on top or no?
Actually,
No, they don't.
well, I mean, didn't they show it in like in the beginning, like at the?
Yeah, but we see that helicopter, isn't it on the top of the Daily
Yeah,
Planet?
it's true.
There's no globe in that.
Huh.
Well, there's a globe inside, but there was in Superman Returns, but I think, like I was saying earlier, I think Superman Returns is, even though they say it's a sequel to this, it's not the same year whatsoever, or even the same universe.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. This dude is also like such a great Jimmy Olsen as well. Like I don't think he gets enough credit.
Yeah,
as
he's
Jimmy.
really good, honestly, and
Like just like he's like genuine, like just a good kid.
I always remember him doing.
Okay, Golly Miss Lane is a little out of date even for the 70s, but still.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. My favorite line.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna? We're just gonna move on from that. There it is.
I swear his acting as Clark is insane.
He's so fucking tall too.
Yeah.
Did you know that he was suffering from anesthesia?
Seriously?
So that's a wig. What he's wearing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because he had bald patches on the top of his head.
Oh wow.
So like it wasn't receding. He just had random bald patches. I think this is his normal hair, but through the rest of the movies, he wears a wig.
God damn. I was not aware of that.
But it's a very convincing wig.
Yeah.
And he's naturally blonde. That's the other thing. He's naturally blonde.
Wow. I actually was not aware of that.
Yeah. This is very, like, you could just see every other iteration of Superman following this
Oh,
now.
absolutely. It's just.
You see Superman and Lois, you see Smallville in this. Maybe a little bit of Man of Steel, but not a lot
Yeah.
of it.
That's probably why it didn't work so well.
Yeah.
They're half his salary.
Ah.
Actually, she's silver haired.
I love that! I love that shit. I love this line. No, they're all dead. I don't even have a cousin either.
Bloody hell.
Should they bring this version of Clark Kent back for Legacy? Or should it be like a more like kind of
like modern
mild mannered? Yeah.
I don't know.
Or should he be a bumbling idiot?
I do always love the bumbling idiot Clark, to be honest. But
well, here's the thing. Like, he's also Clark. This Clark Kent is like. Well, I wish they would like explore it more. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
That's why I think I liked.
Oh, wait, your audio's off. Like, can't hear you.
Okay, now do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. That's why I liked him the most in Superman 3 because that was the moment he was like, "Oh, I don't need to put on the shtick. I can just be me."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and that was like the more normal he's ever been, and that's why I've like he's not an idiot. He's just lovable. He's a little human golden retriever.
Yeah.
Lois, you just heard Jimmy Olsen say "golly."
True. Oh, you can see the cam. Wait, you can see the camera.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm glad they kept that. Rex, is that somebody from the comics or just a random guy?
Rex, yeah.
Was that Mario?
Come on.
This is when Michael Keaton's Batman comes in.
Oh, yeah.
This was 10 years before that happened. Just love it's like oh, is he gonna look at the camera? Oh yeah, here we go.
Call it, bitch.
Who are you looking at?
God.
FBI? Wow, they really filmed. they filmed everything, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. You see, they literally. Oh, that was actually a nice trick.
Oh, this guy! Okay, I want Otis back in comic books and other Superman memorabilia. Like, I love. What's her name? Mercy Graves.
Yeah.
But I want Otis back as well. Otisburg?
Was Miss Teschmacher meant to be like the equivalent of Mercy in this?
Mercy was an original character in the animated
Oh
series.
yeah, that's right.
Now we're watching Joker 2019.
Which I suppose brings back the thing about the Superman 78 comic where they actually have the psychiatrist from Joker in it.
Oh yeah, that was bizarre. That threw me for a fucking loop. He's also the teddy bear in Toy Story 3.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Otis is the Ned Beatty was the teddy bear in Toy Story 3.
Shit.
Yep. Oh my god, this is Joker. Just with less running.
Wow.
Just following these dudes.
Following this. Yep. That's what they're playing like Lex Luthor's full theme, and Lex Luthor's not even in the scene.
I could be wrong. I think this is, or maybe not. Maybe this is a set. But this looks like the mall that was inside the World Trade Center. I could be wrong. I think that's what this is. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Where's the Oscorp stuff?
Oh my god.
Well, you could definitely tell, like, with all these extra, like, additional shots, Richard Donner was just somebody that just liked to film everything he could.
Oh yeah.
Like, everything, the camera needs to be rolling. How much film do we have? 10%. Use it all. We'll buy more. We'll always buy more.
Which is probably why they weren't able to film both 1 and 2 at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, wow.
I don't know. I wonder why they thought like this had to be like a 2-movie epic.
Yeah. What was another movie that did that? Oh, the 2 Matrix sequels.
Yeah, that's right.
They filmed back to back, and they both came out the same year.
Yeah. That was interesting.
And both those movies are better than the 4th one.
Oh yeah, the 4th one was ass.
Boy, you're lucky that train. Oh, he fell. Oh, poor man. Dun, 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 dun. Was it this guy that gets hit by the train? I thought it was the other guy. No, this is the guy because of the hat.
Yeah. Yeah, it is him.
I thought it was the other guy for some reason. No one can ruin this man's day.
I know.
This guy is an actual golden retriever of a human
He's
being.
literally just having the best day of his life. Just doing.
He's too pure to work with Luthor. Take his cape, Otis. I don't think he wants me to, Mr. Luthor. could have opened earlier, don't you
I
think?
know, right?
Manhole. Okay, now we're in Batman 89.
It's kind of it is peculiar to think now that they are technically in the same universe.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, it's something everyone wanted to see, sure, but like, I just think aesthetically, like, it is almost impossible to see those two in the same, these two in the same universe. It was like, how does everyone feel about Gotham the way it looks? So we're definitely going to see that fucking Superman going through the course scene in this. Uncalled for, Lex. Uncalled for. Which, of course, they built this. Hi, I'm Lex Luthor. Welcome to Jackass. Calm down, guys. It's just a prank. It's just a prank, guys. Oh, now you use your walkie-talkie.
Harry.
Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. Or you were.
Sick son of a bitch.
I love that head nod of yes. Yes, I am. Not a single person paid attention to this dialogue when they first saw this in theaters. There's two very big reasons why no one paid attention to this scene. Was that Hitler stuff he had? This Lex Luthor would be a fan of Kanye West.
Love that.
There needed to be an Otis in Superman Returns.
Oh my god. Yeah, there really needed to be.
Oh, wait, he left him in 2, I forgot.
Yeah.
He left him in prison.
Fucker.
What a dick.
And then they kind of replaced him in Superman 4 with his nephew.
Oh, yeah, John Cryer.
Land.
Mr. Smucker!
Mr. Smucker!
That was me. What were they? This is new. What were the babies?
Just tigers.
Were they
Yeah,
tigers?
literally, like he has a lair full of tigers.
Ah.
This is just so peculiar.
Ah. They really don't make movies like they used to, don't
No.
they?
You would take a diaper pin to cut a baby's throat. You fixed the brakes on your own grandmother's wheelchair. Just explain one thing. Why do I love you?
Oh.
Oh my.
Whoa. Nice cock.
That's Miss Tessmacher right now.
Is he? Oh. Oh my god.
That's the fucking Jack Nicholson Joker's fucking, you look fine. I didn't ask. Excuse me? Why are they writing a newspaper about me? What? Now his hair is different here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I was gonna say, is he wearing a wig there?
I think this is a different wig. We see that sister in the Supergirl movie.
Oh shit.
Clark Kent does not have Riz. This is almost like... This is a very... You don't even need to say it. This scene speaks for itself.
Yeah.
This is one of the best Clark Kent moments ever. The most relatable Clark Kent moment right here.
It is like so funny to think like a guy like Superman literally purposely makes himself act like this and treated like this in front of people.
Well, I do like that moment in Supergirl, the show with Tyler Hoechlin, when they said that he tripped by accident and knocked over a bunch of papers, and Supergirl was like, "You're really good at this bumbling idiot thing," and he goes, "Actually, that was for real." I like to think that there are some occasions where he actually is like that. He just gets very lucky when he's Superman, when it shows less of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that tastes swell.
Don't adjust your movies, ladies and gentlemen. It's the next day, and we just had to do it because of reasons.
Reasons, yeah.
Yeah, we had to
And
do it for
you'll
reasons.
see it. you'll see a change in background as well with the Hot Toy Superman.
I'm still wearing the same hoodie from last night, so.
Yeah. And I it's actually Superman Day today as we're filming it, so
It is. He's officially 85.
and I've got I've got the pajamas, the nightgown shit. We're all good. Oh, and Lois is gonna die.
Well, now you're needed. Now here's a question for you. We've seen how. I said, here's a question for you. We've seen how this version of Superman saves this helicopter. We've seen many different iterations. How would Nicolas Cage Superman save this? How would Nicolas Cage Superman? How do you think he would do this?
Nicolas Cage. I mean, the first thing that pops in my mind was actually honestly the scene from Ghost Rider where he's like driving up the side of a building on his motorcycle. But obviously that's not the case. He's Superman. He'd probably leap because he can't fly.
Yeah, true. I would say
leap,
maybe like whatever he leaps, he maybe would fly a little too close to any window, and because it's the 90s, every single one of those windows he flew by would smash.
Yeah.
I think he's the kind of Superman, like, people say Henry Cavill's this way, but he is definitely the kind of Superman that does more property damage than he does saving lives. But with that long hair, he looks good doing it.
And he gets away with it, yeah.
That is still a national treasure, no pun intended, that we were robbed of. I still believe that to this day.
Rob has said to me that if there was one Superman he could cosplay as, it would be Nick Cage.
It would be, in a heartbeat. I would just I'm bald, so I can't grow hair, but I would just get a long black wig. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Lois, don't. I'm trying to tell a story here, Lois. Oh, here we go.
She's just... Oh, here we go. Nah, it's sex. It's sex time.
I love the fucking phone booth joke they do here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't happen yet. Oh, Betty White, what are you doing here? Yeah, see, this is the Daily Planet. There's no globe.
All right. God, there we go.
So that's how... Yes, I love that joke.
Yeah.
That's how Zack Snyder got that idea
no.
to put the globe inside the Daily Planet. It's like, well, Donner did it. So fuck you, huh? It's my Zack Snyder impression.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
and
yes.
And it's Spider-Man. Fuck, I'm in the wrong suit. Hey, kid! Excuse me.
It's a bad outfit.
And now those women don't care about that guy anymore. It's like, that man could actually fly. James Gunn.
That is just... Actually, you know what? We kind of got the equivalent of like that moment in Batman '89 where Batman was like, "How much do you weigh?"
Yeah, true. I didn't think of that. Well,
yeah, I know. It just popped in my head.
I mentioned this. First of all, again, this is still such a good moment. Still works.
Yeah.
Still looks good.
Absolutely.
Still looks real. That would never work. How he's holding on to that. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
There's some sort of like theory thing that Superman has this like gravity powers that when he's able to lift like let's just say a submarine in the center of it, whereas realistically it would probably split in half, but Superman has this gravity power that when he holds something at a certain angle, it just
there's that,
still.
or helicopters are just built like beasts in Metropolis.
Yeah, true. It is Metropolis.
Okay, hold on, this part. Okay, so when I was a kid, I was mad that he didn't say, "I'm Superman." But, because I was just a bitch little kid. But I just love that, like, that's just how he's just like, yeah, I'm just your buddy next door. Like, that's who Superman is. Ooh, new footage.
Oh, there's extra footage, yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh, that is sex.
This is new. Oh shit! This is new. Okay, wait. He's clearly
that's hot.
behind. That's still good. Okay, now we've seen. Oh wow!
That was hot. That
That gave me like Superman Returns vibes, but I mean this is first, so Superman Returns gives this vibes. Oh yeah, that
I swear,
still looks good.
Like I said, this is like literally one of those moments in the movie where you actually believe a man could fly. Like,
yeah,
it is so fucking good.
Yeah, I was saying to you a couple of days ago, and we're gonna mention this in the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I almost had a panic attack. I am recording. I thought I wasn't at first, but I am. We're good.
Oh god, trust me, I have that whenever I'm doing this. Yeah.
Oh, like, dude, it's a nightmare. But I'm just gonna keep that open so I can monitor the recording at all times. But we were talking about how they said Michael Keaton and Christopher Reeve are in the same universe, and I said I don't see that working out whatsoever because they're just two drastically different versions of two of these characters. But what would work the most, as nuts as it is Bale's Batman and Reeves or Ralph's version of Superman.
Yeah.
Because of one reason that Christopher Nolan.
Oh, new shot.
Yeah, kinda. Took inspiration. Why did I say it like that? Took inspiration because I said Nolan, so I tried to be British. So, he took inspiration for his casting decisions of Batman from Donner here. It was like, I'm just gonna get big name actors to make this feel legit, make this serious. So that's the only like connection I have of like, oh yeah, Christopher Reeve would work better and work really well with Bale's Batman, I think. And I think Bale's Batman would be like, this guy's very annoying, but he's harmless.
Yeah.
He's not like Batfleck, where he's like, I want to kill him.
Yeah.
Keaton,
And, speaking of...
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was gonna say, speaking of Bale, like, I shared to you earlier those Hot Toys pictures of the Dark Knight Rises.
New Hot Toys of Bale. That's...
Yeah, it looks...
freaky. It looks freaky.
Freaky good. Like, Jesus.
These motherfuckers don't miss. These motherfuckers don't miss.
I do like that we just get this whole sequence of.
I
Like,
do too.
Superman's
It's just Superman catches like. It's just Superman moments. Like there's rarely ever moments. Yeah. And like the one I can think of that's like the most recent where a movie is just showing a superhero having different moments throughout the day is maybe Homecoming.
Yeah.
There was that whole montage of just Spider-Man hanging out in New York City. Like, you rarely see that anymore. It's all just one coherent story, which is fine. But let's... For Legacy, I want to see just random moments like this of Superman just taking down criminals and saving people.
I think we'll definitely get that. And I was kind of hoping for that shit in Batman v Superman, to be honest. Like, I was really hoping to see...
They kind of did it. They kind of did.
We did, yeah, but it was like in that news report scene, wasn't it?
It was very brief, yeah. Which was very like, Dark Knight Returns. That was the vibe of that, but
yeah, but it was also done in a very bleak, like just kind of depressing way,
very dim, dour way, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even look like he's enjoying what he's doing. Like he hates his life.
Oh my god, I have to pull this boat. Why are you pulling the boat? Just pick it up. You could do that.
Yeah. Oh.
I love this. The guy sells it. Love that song. These two. I want a movie about these two guys. Or like a YouTube short. Just two regular cops from the 70s during Superman 78.
Flying!
We're flying red boots!
Flying!
Hey, what's the matter with you? That's... In my head canon,
planet Krypton.
In my head canon, the guy on the right, even though he's got a name tag, that's Bilbo Lebowski.
Ooh.
In my head
Isn't
canon.
Isn't he a bartender though?
Yeah. Here he has a job.
Yeah.
He has an actual good job. Not saying bartender's a bad job, but still.
It's the 70s, you know, like
It's the
superhero movies tend
70s.
to take a lot more. They tend to take liberties with characters, making different genders and different jobs.
Fun fact: Mark Miller, or as Nick Mason says, Mark Millar, he has this exact cat stuffed.
Oh my, yeah, yes, that is right. I remember that.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, he
Jesus
loves
Christ.
this movie. You see that in a lot of that dude's comics, especially
Yeah.
the Superior. I think that's what the comic is. So many inspirations. Are new moment.
God. He just
Superman. He's just being Superman.
the way like he just takes his time to talk to a girl. It's
Henry would just supersonic boom out of there.
bruh, like even in Justice League he looked like he was gonna like kill himself whenever those kids were trying to talk to him.
Yeah. And yes, we do know that mom slapped that girl for no reason.
Yeah, that makes
That never been addressed. It's never.
abuse.
It was acceptable then, I guess.
God, those pilots look like they want to fall asleep.
I mean, well, what else do you do in the 70s? You fly a plane while you take a nap. And have a cigarette with you.
And get high. Oh, they're definitely high.
Oh yeah. You can just smell the cocaine. Not like I know what that smells like. The whole damn engine blew up.
Yeah, I know. It's just
There's
like
no
it just
smoke
cuts
or
it.
anything. It's
No
just
fire.
no engine.
It's just gone.
Oh man. Was it Air Force One he saved and returned? No, it wasn't that Air Force One he saved and returns, wasn't it?
No, I
It
don't
was just
know. Actually.
it was just a plane that was
plane
gonna
with a
help
rocket.
launch a rocket ship or something.
Yeah, because that's just. Oh, this is what bugs me. That shot there where he catches the plane, his S is backwards. It's like
Is it?
the other way around. Have you ever noticed that?
I never noticed that before.
As he's like trying to catch it, it's like his S is the other way around, like as if he was Bizarro. You know
I'll
what
have
I
to
mean?
go back. I'll have
Yeah.
to watch this clip on YouTube and find that.
Yeah, it's just so weird. I've always noticed it. I'm like, why
That
did we do
happened
that?
with Tyler Hoechlin's first episode of Superman in Supergirl. There's a shot where
Really?
like he bursts out like flying faster to Supergirl and his S is backwards. That's a problem when it comes to like having somebody with a character with a letter in their shirt.
Ooh, this scene.
Oh, it's right after. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah, first time,
yeah.
and I just got carried away there.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
this-
I love this. See, again, okay. I don't want us to seem like we're Snyder haters because we made a video about it. We both love the Snyder Cut, I believe, right?
Yeah.
But again, I hate the idea that, again, not only the Snyder did this, sometimes Smallville did this as well, where they had to make it seem like this is Clark's destiny to do it.
Yeah. I
This
know what you
movie proves how you should do it. He does it because he likes it. He does it because
Yeah.
he's a good man. He does this
Yeah.
because it's fun. Helping him makes him happy. He's got superpowers. He doesn't really need anything else. What else is he gonna
Absolutely.
do? He doesn't. The only thing that really kind of gives him joy is helping other people because he has the capability of doing that. That's what makes Superman such a compelling character. If you change it to be like, oh, no one stays good in this world. I have to save people because no one else will. But Superman's just
Or
a
you don't
dream
just-
from. It's just a dream of a farmer from Kansas. Like, come on.
Or his mom telling him like, you don't owe this world a thing.
Oh, you
Or
don't
something
owe
like that.
anyone jack shit.
Yeah.
Oh
this
god.
moment. Embracing.
Now give your father a kiss. Be a good little boy and give me a good night kiss.
Oh, this is gonna break my heart. Oh. Oh man. Oh.
Oh wow! I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's why this moment just hit so much me. It's like, and he's just left there alone. Fuck. I just want to give him a hug.
Go visit your mama. Go visit your mama.
Yeah, go visit your mom. She's out. She's out in
Superman, go
Kansas,
visit
dude.
your mama. Now he's sitting there like, did I really just do that? Times when people just had TVs in the shelves and we just all watched the news.
You know, apparently that's how my father first watched this movie, you know? Like, you know where they have TVs out, like the way it is here? Like, they actually have it out in stalls, so you watch it as you're walking past the street. Well, my dad first watched this movie as it was just shown out in the shop like that.
That's Richard Donner!
Like,
Wait, what? Did you see that?
What?
That was
Wait,
Richard
what?
Donner! That was
Are you
director
serious?
cameo!
Oh, fuck!
Holy shit! Wow! Huh.
God damn.
Well, because I was going to say, right before Richard Donner scared me, I was going to say, that's how I watched Batman Forever the first time.
Really?
It was, I drove my, I think it was, yeah, it had to have been. I drove my mom crazy because we went to Blockbuster, and Batman, the ending of Batman Forever was on. Oh, no, not the ending, not the ending. It was, okay, it was the scene, it started off where right before Two-Face and Riddler broke into Wayne Manor. It was that all the way to the end. And I was, I was mesmerized. And I've already seen Batman 89, and when I was a kid, I watched Batman 89 and I loved it. Batman Returns once and it freaked me out. I only saw Batman Forever through that tape on Blockbuster, and then it aired again on TV. But I fell asleep halfway through. And then Batman and Robin I had on VHS. So technically, like, the only two live-action Batman movies I owned on VHS was Batman 89 and Batman and Robin.
Yeah, to be honest, it's actually for me, I owned all the Batman movies on VHS, well, except, actually I think it was except Returns in 89 I didn't own.
Oh,
but
wow.
I'd seen them. Yeah, I saw Returns actually very later in my life. Like, I'd seen Forever, 89, and Batman and Robin when I was, like, you know, really, like 3 years old, 4 years old. And I didn't see Batman Returns till I was, like, maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like I'd see clips of it on YouTube and I'd be like, what is this movie? What is this movie with Catwoman and the Penguin? It looks so like freaky and cool, and I was
And
just
Batman's
so excited.
barely in it.
And I remember I was just so excited to get it, and it was Easter. I remember it was Easter, and my mom put the DVD in a little like envelope or some shit next to my Easter eggs, and I got it. And I was like, holy shit! It was like early in the morning, everyone was asleep, and I watched the movie for the first time on this little like DVD player, like not even on a TV, just a DVD player that you'd flip up and open. And I watched it the whole way, and I swear, after I watched that movie, I felt so weird. Like there was no feeling. Like I couldn't explain it. Like I just felt like I watched something just so fucking disgusting and weird.
Well, when I was a kid, the only thing I really remember from seeing the movie was Catwoman falling off that building, or when Christopher Walken pushed her off, and then I don't remember anything else except for Penguin dying, and that image of like him with the black blood or whatever the hell that was terrified me so bad. Oh, first of all, Superman got the super riz.
Oh.
Superman, hold on. There we go. Superman got that super riz going on.
Sliding into the DMs.
So good for he. Not even this. This is classier than a DM. He wrote her a letter. Yeah. He wrote this woman a letter. Oh, and to finish off the Batman comment, Yeah, the first time I watched Batman Forever, Batman Returns fully, was when I was like maybe 17. Like I knew of it, but I
Yeah.
only preferred Batman '89. But then it took me forever to finally be like, okay, I'll watch Batman Returns. And the first time I watched it and I was able to kind of understand it. Yeah, weirded me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
love
Was that
but
like whenever you first saw it? Was that around the time you actually were doing your Batman-a-thons? Like
that's when I did. Yeah, that was the year before I did it. When I first watched Batman Returns, it was the year before.
wow. Okay, so it was quite recent for that. Wow.
Oh yeah, We also discussed. You told me earlier that Superman is 30 in this movie. Am I correct?
Yeah, he is. He is 30 years old. Like they basically stated that in the auditions for Christopher Reeve that he was.
So
30.
then, how old is Lois?
That's the thing. Is he like 25 maybe?
It can't be because he. Okay, so he was. Well, maybe because he was 15, I think, in that train scene,
Yeah.
and she
She
was maybe 7.
Maybe 10. I'd put it 10.
I would hope
Or so.
10. Now, because
Yeah.
then she would be like mid-20s right now.
Yeah. She definitely looks mid-20s. Like she.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe 24 at the youngest.
Well, Superman, this is an inspiration because now I'm 30 and I've done nothing with my life. So help me. You helped me figure it. Well, I mean, you already did something when you were 15. You had
Hey!
fucking superpowers.
Bro, it kind of scares me a bit to know that Christopher Reeve was 24 when he did this, and I'm like 20. I'm turning 22, so I'm like, I look at myself and I look at him at 24, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? He looks like he could be my uncle. I just don't understand it. It's kind of like that. I've had this conversation with a lot of people. It's like a lot of people back in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, when they're like in their 20s, they look like, grown ass men. But like nowadays, when people are in their 20s, they kind of still look like me, where they look like, yeah, we look like we're still teenagers. It doesn't make sense.
First of all, did you hear that riz of a line?
What?
Do you have
what
a
is it?
girlfriend?
Oh yeah.
If I did, you'll be the first to know.
Oh yes. Oh my God. He is so good.
Richard
He's so
Donner
good.
again. I think Richard Donner said this is his favorite scene that he's ever directed because the actors did it perfectly. Because he wrote this as, oh, this isn't just Lois Lane talking to one of the most powerful men in the world. This is two grown adults acting like teenagers, crushing on each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they only just met, and now she's like, oh my goodness. I look at him, I get it. But
Oh, I love this. I love this part. I love it. Oh my God.
oh god. What if she asked an extremely lewd question?
Do you?
It's like, okay, so hair or no hair?
Oh my God. Well, look, it was the 70s.
It was the
Everyone
70s.
Yeah. It was
here we-
probably a jungle down there.
I mean, he's looking right now. He's trying to look. I do like how I don't remember if this is how it looked before, but I like how the colors look in the suit here because I always thought this suit looked good when the blue was like a dark blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I like the sky blue look, but the dark blue I think looks better on Superman here. This motherfucker. This this motherfucker.
Yeah, Superman be sly. Superman be sly.
For people who laughed at that, how do you know what that is? You're caught.
Oh my God.
You're caught.
FBI, open up!
FBI! Okay. This is kind of nuts.
Superman,
He's just telling her everything.
I know. Marlon
My
Brando
dad
was triggered.
says it weird. My dad says it very weird.
Planet Krypton. Man,
My dad-
I want to be able to. Sorry, like I want to be able to flirt as good as Superman. Honestly, like
You know
his
what the
flirt-
flirting
his
reminds
flirting-
me of? The flirting in you ever seen the movie Baby Driver? It similar
Yeah.
style of flirting, like, oh, do you like what's your favorite color? Oh, it's pink. Is it your favorite color? It is now. Like,
Sex. Yeah.
I never lie. Did he already talk about kryptonite?
You know, he didn't mention kryptonite.
Well,
He
because
just mentioned
he mentioned
like
Krypton.
this is what I
because-
mean.
Yeah.
He mentions Krypton, and then Lex is able to like figure out that kryptonite is his weakness by him just mentioning that alone, which is just a bit weird.
Because I always imagine, like, he said, oh, yeah, the only thing that weakens me is kryptonite. And I'd be like, well, how do you know?
Oh, because my dad put this green crystal in the.
Or
fucking-
does he, like, say it at the end? Because, like, I think they said it, like, in Superman 3, that the Lex Luthor villain that's not Lex Luthor, he said, like,
Yeah.
kryptonite. I remember reading about it once. Who put it there?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I like the way like Superman like completely changes the topic whenever she starts dissing Clark.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Clark, yeah, he's a piece of shit. Lois. Peter Pan, right?
This was, again, and I think it is, this was my favorite scene as a kid. Mostly like me and my dad. Like, me and my dad just, like, loved watching this moment.
I'll tell you, like, I miss this shit, and like, I generally think now, like, thinking on it, it should be a staple in perhaps Superman media. It's like have a
Smallville
moment.
did it?
Smallville, yeah. Superman Returns.
Okay, well, Superman Returns, that was like a full, like, that moment was good, but this, this still really has not been taught. Even they did it in Superman 4, and it wasn't really taught.
Oh yeah. So no, I don't think it'll ever top this ever. But I feel like having a moment of Superman and Lois just flying together in any Superman medium should be like a trope of like at the end of every Spider-Man movie, you have Spider-Man do this final swing. You know what I mean?
Right. Hear me out. I want to see a scene where Superman and Lois bang in the clouds.
Oh my god! What
You see it in the comics a lot.
Yeah, and cause like tsunamis and.
Well, that would be if he did it with Wonder Woman. That actually happened, I think, in one comic. I think maybe it was Dark Knight
The
Strikes
Dark Knight
Back.
Strikes Again.
They cause an avalanche and split mountains.
Jesus Christ.
And
it was actually in Smallville. It wasn't Clark and Lois. It was Clark and Lana. They have sex while Lana gets superpowers for a moment, and like there's literally earthquakes around the world.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Because I think it was a thing in Smallville where Clark was worried to have sex with Lana when he got his powers back after season 5, because he didn't want to. And Lana would always like try to like get on with him, and he'd be like, "Oh, Lana, shit," and she's like, "Why do you?"
Well,
keep
that
trying
explains
to...
why he wasn't afraid when he banged Lois multiple times in season 10.
Yeah, I think like there was a line in season 9, or yeah, I think so, where Chloe was saying to Clark like, "Clark, you realize you have powers and shit and whatever." But as Clark was training to be the Blur, he said to her like, while I was training, I'm able to like control my velocity or some shit like that when I'm with people in bed. Really,
Imagine having to write that.
Yeah, it's like, I can control myself, Chloe. Don't trust me.
Oh
Jarrell
my
taught me
God.
many things.
I think that was a Robot Chicken sketch.
This moment, right? I always wonder, like, did Superman purposely drop her? Because it like
as like a weird power move.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it just ever since I was a kid, I was like, it looks like Superman is like purposely trying to let her.
I mean, he
go.
wasn't really holding onto her tight in that one weird movement.
Yeah, he's just doing that like a little pinky.
Now here, I think I
Oh.
told you this yesterday. Here, this was supposed to be a musical number.
Oh my god, I couldn't even.
And
It is
so
technically
that's-
it is technically a musical number though, because even in the credits it says like, love scene, sung by Margaret Kidder.
Yeah, well, yeah, they fully wrote it, and what
Yeah.
she's saying were the lyrics, but they did it, and they were like, "This is really dumb." So let's just read it, and it's just your thoughts, and
Bro,
that
they
works
should-
better, but it's still kind of an odd moment. I think this scene
This
just
movie-
works with the music.
That's it. The music, the music for this movie in general tells about a good, I'd probably say a good 20% of the movie. Like this
That's an
movie is very
iconic
much-
image of like Superman up like this and Lois like that. That we've seen that
Dude.
many times.
Dude, there's literally a Funko Pop of Superman and Lois doing that, and I want it so bad.
I want to see Superman and Lois do this in the show.
Bruh, like that's the thing. This is what I mean. It should be a staple, and it's like,
Oh God, I just
was-
had a bad thought. All right, what if
What?
Okay, what if Lois's cancel gets worse? And they do
Oh.
the moment where they think she's gonna die, so they have one more flight together.
oh my god.
Oh, what if they do that? I mean, of course she's not gonna die, but what if they do something like that?
That would be. Actually, you know what? I hope whenever Superman and Lois ends in the very finale, I hope the finale is just Superman and Lois flying. That's the final.
Oh, I would have to.
Absolutely, that's the end, and maybe
Don't
like at
end
the
on a
very end as well.
cliffhanger. Do not end it on
Yeah,
a cliffhanger because
And,
we'll
and
never
maybe
get
maybe
it.
maybe have like, let's say Jonathan does eventually get powers. It might happen. We see Jonathan
Yeah.
and Jordan fly with them off into the sunset. Oh,
One
we've literally
thing
just
I'll
got-
say, another thing I'll say about the suit. I just wish the cape was a little bit longer.
What for Christopher Reeve?
Yeah, I just wish it was a little bit longer because like it looks good when he's standing, still,
Yeah.
but like it just doesn't look that great when he's flying. It looks a little goofy. If it was just a little bit longer,
Yeah.
it would be like that's dynamic and romantic and powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and how they
No,
did this
I-
is brilliant. This is all one shot. Okay, so she's looking at a screen
All right. Yeah.
and just waiting for Christopher Reeve to walk by in his Clark Kent outfit.
Oh my! This moment right now that we're about to get into has some of the best acting I have seen.
Oh yeah,
In my life, yeah, and like we've seen Mr. Sunday Movies has said it before, but it's the way that
They were
Christopher Reeve
gushing over him.
transitions. Yeah, the way the transition from Clark and Superman, the way Chris Reeve does it is just phenomenal.
right. We were talking about Lois and Clark baning, as we everybody should.
Yeah,
Have you read Identity Crisis?
Identity Crisis. Yeah, it's the one about the bloody the murder of Plastic Man's wife or some shit like that.
Yes, a bunch of random superheroes like girlfriends were
Oh,
being
there it is, the
murdered.
moment.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Just that. Oh my god, that's perfect.
It's perfect. And I think that shows how the secret identity can work. It all depends on what he does. But in that comic, I'm trying to find that exact page. Lois Lane heard about what was happening and she was terrified. So she went to Clark and she's like, Clark, stay with me, I'm scared. And Clark's like, I'm not gonna hurt you, blah, blah, blah. So the entire comic, while like the final issue's happening and you're realizing what's happening, they keep cutting panels of Lois and Clark baning. Oh, yes! There it is.
Are you serious?
You can't.
oh my god!
let me see.
Oh my god! I completely forgot about that.
So that's how Clark was taking care of Lois
Wow.
during this whole thing. So, good man, Clark Kent.
With that, I'm gonna run to the toilet very quickly. I'll be 2 seconds.
All right, you do that. I will entertain the viewers. So, Gene Hackman is Lex Luthor. He's fucking great. Can we all just like say that? I think like when we were younger, we didn't really initially like him at first because it wasn't the Lex Luthor that we were used to. Because at this time of the comics in the 70s, I think Lex Luthor was already a billionaire. And that's not what they wanted to tell for this movie. They wanted to tell the Lex Luthor that they were familiar with. So, if anyone's seen that 1930s movie, The Atom Man versus Superman, That's technically Lex Luthor's first debut. And that was just the Lex Luthor. He was just a mad scientist. So that's the version they wanted to tell here. So we didn't like it at first, I think, because we were like, oh, we've seen this version of Lex. And then, of course, Kevin Spacey. Hello, welcome back. Kevin Spacey came back, or came to play Lex Luthor, and it just wasn't great. Because it was just this version. It was just another mad scientist. But
Yeah.
I think I'll say this now. Gene Hackman's Luthor has aged like fine wine.
Yeah, it's like, I'll say, like, this is, like, he is about as inaccurate to Lex Luthor as we know today, but for this version, it works so well.
I think, like, that random billionaire character they had in Superman 3, like, that was an actual, like, evil billionaire, but he was a famous billionaire. That's what Luthor, I think, should have been in these movies.
Yeah.
But I also don't mind the mad scientist, yeah, because it's just classic. It's a classic vibe of. It's exactly the Lex Luthor they needed to tell this movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Oh,
again,
he's
Gene
with
Hackman is a legend for a very good reason. Still kicking, still alive to this day so far.
This looks really good.
I mean, yeah. Of course, we've had TV Luthors. We've had Michael Rosenbaum, who many people consider to be the best Lex Luthor.
I would probably consider him to be the best myself, to be honest.
We have John Cryer, who I think did fine. He was better than I think we all thought he would be.
Yeah, and then we're getting
the new guy.
Walking. Yeah, from Walking Dead.
Can't remember. Yeah, the dude from Walking Dead. I wish I remember his name.
He plays Abraham. That's the character he plays.
Right.
But we also got Lex Luthor in Titans.
Oh yeah, for like what, 3 episodes?
Not even. I think it was just 1.
And then they just kill him off.
Yeah. That show just confuses the fuck out of me, and it's like
It's a terrible show.
It's just
Thank God it's ended.
It's back in its second half, and I watched the two. I say I watched it, but I painfully watched it. Like, I thought I was like, oh, Titans is back, it's finishing. You know what? I'll see if I enjoy it. I was
what?
like,
I'm gonna give you the Nick Mason strategy of watching Titans. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch it in the background while you're doing something like doing the dishes or doing some chores, and that way you'll be like, you know what, this wasn't that bad.
oh my god.
That's how you watched like Revenge of the Fallen. It's like, yeah, this was kind of rather enjoyable if I didn't pay attention to it.
Man, I mean, like, it's just, I was watching the second half of the show, like those 2 episodes they came back with. It's just, I just want it to end. I don't even care anymore.
I guess that's what The Flash is now, like the show. It's just so bad. Man. No one. Oh yeah, we're bringing back Stephen Amell. He's back. He's Arrow now, and it's just like, okay, cool. Who cares? Like, who cares?
I know.
Again, Superman and Lois did the wise thing to make that separate.
Absolutely. I don't even know
very
how to
wise thing.
I really don't know how to get in the Flash. Like, the fact that they even had the one of the villains for the finale, for the final season, I should say, is that Batman.
Red Death. They already defeated. They are
already defeated.
Done.
Like,
already done.
It's their new sort of strategy of how they do the Flash, where basically they have like 2 arcs a season, and the first arc was him versus that Red Death. But
I guess
thank God.
The rumor is like, and this is something apparently Grant wants. Apparently they want the ending to be he's gonna be the lightning bolt that gave him powers.
Oh my God, yeah.
Am I the only one that thinks that is so dumb?
No, I mean,
I think that is so stupid.
It feels like fan fiction.
Yeah. It doesn't just sound. It just sounds very bad.
Yeah.
But I expect that to be the ending. That's the thing. That sounds like CW bullshit, and that's exactly what the Flash is now.
Yeah.
I hope Vin Diesel isn't watching this. I don't know why I came up with that joke.
Family.
I'm here to audition as Lex Luthor.
Oh my god, I can't. I can't even.
I just say I am Lex Luthor over and over again. Again, if James Gunn had any cahoots, he would cast Billy Zane as Lex Luthor. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god, Billy Zane. I was literally watching I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's by this YouTube channel called Superframe, I think. And you should watch it. He was doing like how to make a good Superman movie.
Oh yeah, I've seen those videos.
Yeah, and he has Billy Zane.
I
as Lex,
saw
and-
his How to Make a Good Superman one.
Yeah. There's how to make a good Superman one and how to make a bad Superman movie. He did 2 videos.
And that's all about Zack Snyder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I genuinely do like Zack Snyder's version of Superman. I think there's a lot of good ideas there. Henry Cavill is great. I don't want people to think that I basically don't want the Snyder fandom to go after us. So again, he's great. There's good moments there. I think Zack Snyder works better when he does a movie about a team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the Snyder Cut's the best out of those movies. Also, I'm hearing weird noises outside. Give me a second.
Alright. There's Otis just being fucking Otis. He deserved Otis.
Yeah, this
Road,
scene
to
was
be honest.
boring. This scene was very boring. Oh, well, okay, maybe not that, but...
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. No one knows what he's doing. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Oh, he's The Rock. A few people will get that. Do you know that joke?
Wait, what?
So when The Rock was in WWE, like I think the first time he went after John Cena, they found out that The Rock wrote his speech on his wrist. And so John Cena went off book. You call that something in wrestling terms, like when you go off script. I forgot what terminology is, but he went off and he was like, "Oh, blah blah blah, something. Oh, look at you! You got your script written on your wrist. You're not that real or legit." And genuinely, The Rock was pissed off, and you could see him saying, "You're a fucking piece of shit," like to his face.
Oh my god.
And like The Rock was furious.
Holy shit.
And the hierarchy wasn't really much of a hierarchy at the end of the day.
Peacemaker whips Black Adam's ass.
Genuinely, yes.
No,
Genuinely.
he really fucking would though. In a dissing contest, Peacemaker would whip Black Adam.
In a battle of whips, Peacemaker absolutely would.
Yeah.
Speaking of Black Adam, remember the Injustice game, the little mini game between Superman versus Black Adam, where Black Adam just throws random cards at you
and Superman just
Superman just
destroys-
sets it on fire? And sure, it's Injustice, but that was supposed to be the good version of Superman.
I know, like, I remember when I first played that game, I was like, "Oh, this is so sweet," and then I really think about it, I'm like, Superman's just fucking.
This
killing
is
these
awful.
people. I am murdering these people.
Controversial take. I hope Ed Boon never touches Superman ever again.
I mean, technically, was it Tom Taylor who did the comic?
Well, the comic, yes, but it was Ed Boon who did that moment in the game.
Yeah.
Who I hope we never get an Injustice 3. I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah. I'm tired of it.
And again, not to be dim and dour, but we lost Kevin Conroy. There's really no point in doing it anymore.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
so there's no
Unless
point. Are you going to recast Batman in Injustice?
Or
Are
not even
you...
have it. Or not even having them all. Just have fucking.
Which
Damian
what's
be
the
Batman.
point? What's the point if you're not gonna have Batman at all? So just don't do it.
They'd probably even put just Damian as Batman, because that was like one of the endings you could have for Injustice 2. Whenever you like finish a character walkthrough or some shit, they get endings.
Oh yeah.
And Damian became Batman.
Or what do they get? Roger Craig Smith. It'd be weird, wouldn't it? It'd be weird.
Yeah. Probably say the only Batman voice actor I'd probably be alright with probably replacing might be Troy Baker. Honestly.
Maybe.
He's alright. I mean,
he's a great Batman. Don't get me wrong, but like to replace Kevin Conroy,
Oh no. In terms of that, probably not. No, I don't think.
Yeah, no, he's a fantastic Batman voice.
Yeah.
Oh god, Bruce Wayne. What? No. Absolutely not. He would never do that.
What you say? Bruce Greenwood.
Bruce Greenwood replacing Kevin Conroy for Injustice 3.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he would never. He would never do a video game. I don't think.
No. It's surprising he even did Young Justice.
Yeah. He also did Batman by Gaslight, Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, that was him. He didn't do the new Batman Doom theme, which I haven't seen yet, and don't really have a desire to watch it.
I watched the first 10 minutes and I couldn't get into it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
DC animated movies have just been very like missed lately.
I know a spoiler to that movie.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's based off a comic, isn't it?
Well, they don't follow it at all.
They don't?
Well, neither does Gotham by Gaslight, because in Gotham by Gaslight they made Commissioner Gordon Jack the Ripper. But do you care for a spoiler for Batman Doom?
No, absolutely not.
Dick Grayson's dead. He's one of like the people that's like dead and stuff.
Right.
So I guess they're following Zack Snyder's route.
Jesus.
So.
I mean, it's an Elseworlds.
It's a
thing,
nothing
so,
movie. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares?
The fact that like it's based off a comic book and they have like such a lineup of comic books to adapt, and that's one they choose. Like you could, everyone's waiting for like Kingdom Come or bloody a Superman Birthright animated film. I mean, then again, we did just get Superman Man of Tomorrow. Which was
my only thing is like I know Bruce Timm will never do Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Because I think like you could have done like a version of Kingdom Come in the same universe as the DCAU, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I think you could have like you could have Superman get rid of that stupid Superman Beyond outfit and he's wearing that.
Yeah.
Bruce is old, so he could technically kind of looks like the Kingdom Come Batman.
Yeah.
But now it will never happen because, well, number one, Bruce Timm said he never wanted to do one. And also it will never happen because you can't do it without Kevin.
Absolutely.
You can't. So it would have to be its own thing.
Yeah, it would be.
Not connected to anything.
Yeah. But then again, I don't even think they'd do that justice because they've been adapting classic
They haven't
stories.
been adapting anything well.
No, not even like Superman Red Sun, which was, a story that writes itself.
That was fine. It wasn't superb, but I actually kind of thought it handled some stuff better than the comic. But not
stuff.
everything.
But
the ending I thought was better.
Oh, really?
The ending was better, I thought, in the movie than it was in the comic.
Yeah, because
I didn't like how in the comic it was like, oh, this is actually Krypton. Like, no, fuck that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what you mean.
That made no sense.
Very, very fucking, like, it was Grant Morrison who did, a lot of, he talked Mark Miller into, be like, oh, it should be philosophy that Earth turns itself into Krypton, and Krypton, in the future, makes Kal-El and sends him back in time.
It was very comic booky and, like, mind fuckery, but I like how the movie was just like, no, this is an Elseworld. It's over.
Yeah, it's done.
So, yeah, you're
Superman
done. Have a good day.
Superman grows old. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I only saw the movie once, to be honest.
Yeah. I liked how we talked over that whole moment because that was probably the most boring scene in the entire movie.
True.
That was probably. It was just like, just Lex Luthor plotting shit. You could have summed that up in 5 minutes.
And it doesn't help that we're watching a 3-hour cut, so those.
That's right. Yeah. So there's like extra scenes of like them messing with Miss Tessmacher's fake body, or no, it wasn't fake body, but like fake dead body.
Yeah. There's even just added shit here of just Jimmy Olsen just looking up this thing. Oh, and I think this is Lois driving with yeah.
Is that Arthur Morgan?
No oil. It's what's his name?
Always love watching Lois Lane doing some Lois Laning stuff.
I know. it frustrates me in Man of Steel. We saw like a little glimmer of it at the beginning of Man of Steel whenever she was like, she goes into the government shit and she's like, can we stop measuring dicks and show me what you got and shit like that. And then
there wasn't really a lot of that Lois Lane spunk.
Yeah. I still love, like, a Lois I do really... Favorite Lois. I mean, I do like Elizabeth Tulloch in Superman Lois. But I also love Erica Durance in Smallville.
Yeah.
I feel like Erica Durance especially has that, like, really snarky attitude that Lois is known for, and I feel like she does it so well.
I remember when she first debuted in that episode when like Clark was like nude and stuff, and this commentary I've realized truly how horny the Superman media is.
Yeah.
Especially Smallville, but right when Lois was like debuted, and you heard how she said, I'm Lois Lane," and saw her, I felt immediately like a breathe of like, they got it right. Like, they didn't fuck it up. And the character was great. The performance was great. All that was great. And, that genuinely is one of the best Lois. I say Betsy Tulloch is still my favorite so far. Everything they've done with that character. She's my favorite written Lois. She's my favorite performed Lois. She is just perfect. And she's still, there's still plenty of, like, serious moments with her that they get so right. But they get the spunk down perfectly with her. And, like, I was one of the ones that liked her immediately, like, when we saw her in, the first crossover Crisis event, and then to Crisis of Infinite Earths.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm guilty for thinking that I thought she was shit, to be honest. But...
Well, she just wasn't written well.
Yeah, exactly.
But I liked her. I was like, she looks like Lois. She's got that Lois attitude. She just needs better material. And then boom.
Superman Lois.
Nailed it. Now this moment's great.
Oh yeah.
I love that. Like only he can hear this. And dogs. And dogs are flipping out.
And it's so funny that later that when Lex Luthor like when Superman basically states to Lex what this plan is that he just pitched to him right now, Lex was like, "Oh, it's at the back of my mind as I was just thinking about this shit," and I was just like, I love that.
Yeah, I love that Perry White is just he thinks someone's listening to him. I like to imagine that he's just still looking out the window ranting, and then someone else comes in just waiting for him to finish, and then he turns around, he's like, "Where the fuck's Clark?"
What do you think of this other peculiar power that this Superman has, that he's able to like not even rip his clothes, just turn into his Superman suit?
Well, you could tell even they didn't really know what to do, so I think that was just fuck it, just put him on the suit. No one will really care.
Yeah.
So I can say they didn't really put a lot of thought into it, but with everything else they were able to do, I can let it slide.
Yeah, because they did it again in Superman 2 as well.
Well, actually, I liked how they did it in Superman 2. I liked that running in the alley scene. Yeah. And him ripping the thing, and then it's just kind of like he's fading into it. I liked also how they did it in Superman 3 when he's going through the fence.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I liked, because that felt very comic booky.
It's just a power that Superman has.
He's got just random power. I mean, it's not as offensive as the cellophane S that he throws in Superman 2.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This is
Badass
what we've
moment.
been waiting for. This is
Yeah.
what we waited for, ladies and gentlemen.
It just like it fits so well in the scene. Like it just when you watch the theatrical cut and this scene is just not in it, it feels bloody like it just feels like something's missing.
You need something.
Yeah. It's so cool.
This is strictly from a Superman comic from this time.
Bruh, that is
And then, like, again, I get animated series vibes seeing this.
yeah. Oh, it's so
And again,
cool.
like I was saying yesterday, Henry Cavill would just look even more annoyed with that. Like, he would have, like, a face like he smelled a bad fart with this.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying that through Zack Snyder's direction. Here, this is just... He's not annoyed, he's just like, do we have to?
Yeah.
Which I guess you could say he's annoyed, but it's not like... He's being nice about it. Like, he's
yeah.
like just trying to, like, I'll humor them. Or maybe he's just flexing.
I think he's flexing. I think there's a little bit
He
of
could
flexing.
just be flexing.
If we know about the Superman, he's a flirting king. He flexes. It's like, Lex, I hope you're recording this. I want to show this to Lois later.
Whoa, shit.
It just crosses his arms like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, all right, fine. He's like, how do you do this?
Well, I didn't take my
That's
ice
that's
bath
a
this
weird
morning.
effect.
I know.
Oh god.
Oh, this moment's so
I have
cool.
the perfect sound to press the second he breaks out that ice.
Let's hear it.
Hold on. Oh!
Nice car.
Ha!
Brilliant.
Yes. Yes.
Anything else? Okay, now this is it. Here we go.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You just needed that. You just needed that nice moment. It
I
wasn't
think
even
he's
that
coming,
long.
Mr. Luthor. Oh my goodness.
It's definitely coming, Mr. Luthor.
Whoa. Nice car.
That's a great joke. Come on. It's open. Come in. I like the modern trailer cut of this joke.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's fair answer.
I love that.
This fucker.
Oh, that wink, that wee cheeky wink.
Yeah, he's so good in this.
Yeah.
This actually is not from the movie. We're just watching the news right now.
Yeah.
This is just real life right now. I love that Superman is just humoring him. It's like, all right, I'll hear him out.
Yeah.
I like all the spider webs up there. I don't think I've noticed that before.
Oh yeah.
HD,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this. I've been seeing people unbox the Steelbook collection of the five disc Blu-ray of the Superman collection recently, and I'm not sure if this cut is included in it. I think it's just a theatrical cut for Superman the movie.
Right.
in 4K. But I'll say that I do want to get that Steelbook collection set. It looks so sexy.
Yeah. I don't like the cover of it though. It looks very AI art for some reason.
I don't think that AI art. I think that AI art is only for like the standard collection set. Like the actual Steelbook set is just like
Right.
the Fortress of Solitude with an S symbol, and like the Steelbooks
Superman
themselves.
there.
No, Superman isn't there in the Steelbook one, but the Steelbooks themselves look really sexy. It's like the actual classic posters for each film. It looks so gorgeous. Otisburg.
You know, there's an Otisburg in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, there is. I love it that
Yeah.
like actually, I think it's in Gotham Knights as well.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Imagine
I do
playing
love that.
Gotham Knights could it be me? No, I'm kidding.
I fucking love that. Like a lot of media just put random shit from this movie in their stuff.
Yeah, I love the call
It's
outs.
so good. Yeah.
No, who's gonna clean that up?
Yeah. Mr. Schmucker!
John Marston,
is
watch out for them chickens! I got lumbago, John. It's very serious. Oh, Chief, it's Rainsfall. There's my, this is my 100th Red Dead reference.
Okay, well this
Oh my God,
is
watch out for that dog! My dog almost got ran over by a car and people. So it's just more shots of Jimmy Olsen take. Okay.
it's just, you know, shots Lois dropping off her interviewer and Jimmy still taking pictures, you know.
This movie is just every B-roll footage that Donner
that's
filmed.
what
This is
that's
all
what
the B-roll.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's a lot more enjoyable watch this time around than it was the first time I saw it. I remember when I first saw this cut of the movie, I thought it was a drag, but this time around it's actually...
Yeah, it is when you first watch it. Now it's like, okay, yeah, you can get into it.
Yeah.
It's the second he turns into Superman, then you get, like, hooked into it.
Yeah.
It's just all that Lex Luthor plotting that kind of takes you out a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah. What the
This I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I do remember a lot of the added stuff is like used in this latter half of the movie where like there's just some random shots.
Hey, do you want to be in Superman? You'll only be in it for 5 seconds. Okay, good. That's what happened here. This is just all Richard Donner's friends.
Oh, yeah, president. Oh, we're gonna get the president. He's playing golf.
Is it the same guy from Superman 2? That would be insane continuity if it was.
Mr. OG.
The Pentagon?
The Pentagon.
The Pentagon!
The Pentagon from the play Krypton.
This movie has started a new language.
Kryptonian.
England. just England.
England.
So it's English. No, it's England. But yeah, English came from England. No, it's not. It's not the English language. It's English. It was Tasmania.
There's two of them. I gotta admit, Miss Teschmacher is pretty hot.
Oh, she's fine as hell.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Mommy. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Everyone always talks about Mrs. fucking Dormammu, whatever the fuck that character's called in Resident Evil. It's all about Miss Teschmacher first.
That's literally me whenever people come to my house and they try to touch my hot toys. Don't touch that. I will kill you.
So kryptonite does glow.
Yeah. I
Okay,
don't know.
so they said that this landed somewhere else in the world,
Yeah.
and he just somehow knew that it would get him sick.
That's the thing. I don't know. He explained it earlier, but it still doesn't make fucking sense how he became to that.
He didn't really
conclusion.
explain it. He just said, "Oh, this thing probably came from Krypton. And let's see how it affects him."
He just says, "Oh no, we assumed that meteorites had fallen from Krypton, so this."
Oh
must
my
make us
god,
sick."
I can't believe I'm about to say this. Zack Snyder explained kryptonite better.
How did he
How
explain
they
it?
were,
How
so
did
they
he
found
explain
kryptonite in the beginning of Batman vs Superman. They found kryptonite
Yeah.
in that area
Ocean.
where, yeah, and then they went to test out how Zod's body
That's
reacted
it. Yeah.
to it.
Yes. Yeah. Got it.
Yes, so Zack Snyder actually did something better. We'll give him that one.
Yeah.
But we'll give him a negative point because that's the introduction of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah. And also probably the incarnation of the worst Doomsday portrayal we've ever seen. I mean, the idea of turning Zod into Doomsday is cool, but like the design and
I wouldn't say it's as bad as people say it is, but I guess it would be categorized as the worst because what would be lower than that? Because Smallville had a pretty cool version of Doomsday, I think.
oh yeah,
It was very
probably
Power
the-
Rangers, but
the best one was Krypton.
Krypton. Yeah, Krypton had a great one.
Dude, Krypton had the best Doomsday, the best Brainiac, the
Brainiac.
best Lobo.
Yeah, I liked that Lobo a lot.
Yeah,
Krypton's not bad. Like, I'm sad that show
it
ended.
is underrated as fuck. You know, dude.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I do remember watching that second season and actually like being like, "Holy shit! Why is this show so good?"
I think
felt-
you could probably end it with just one more season. Why not just give it one
Yeah.
more season?
I swear, when I was watching Krypton season 2, I felt like I was watching like an underrated gem as it was being aired because no one was talking about it, and I felt like I was the only person watching it.
Did we lose it and then gain Pennyworth?
Yes, yeah,
What a downgrade.
I know Pennyworth. I
What a
watched that first
downgrade.
season. I watched that first
I
season.
have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I saw that first season halfway through. I was like, "What am I watching? What is this? It's not even."
You
I
know
don't
they
even
implemented V for Vendetta into it?
Yeah, this just.
Well,
I think it's. I
who
think
cares?
it started off. It started off as being a spin-off from Gotham, I think, and then
That's
it
what I
just
thought it
became its own
was.
thing. Yeah. and
Yeah.
It just became its own thing. It doesn't even feel like Alfred from Gotham.
It doesn't
Or
feel
so-
like
it-
Alfred in general.
It sounds more like he's trying to do Michael Caine. Honestly.
Yeah, Michael Caine is James Bond. That's what
Yeah.
Pennyworth is. Or Pennyworth, the origins of Batman's butler, as it was called before it got canceled. Okay, so fun fact. I wanted to go in when I was like a 6 or 7, I wanted to go in the bathtub in my old house in my Superman outfit to recreate this scene.
You serious?
Yes. And when I would be
would-
in the swimming pool, of course I wouldn't wear it because it would be too hot. But when I would be in the pool, I would have Superman toys and I would recreate this moment.
I'll be honest with you. I did something very similar where I was, because this is when I was young. I did live in Ireland before I lived in Portugal for the rest of my childhood. But in Ireland, I had my aunt who was about 14 at the time. She was a very young aunt for me. But I was around like maybe 4 or so, and there was like 2 scenes we would always recreate whenever we were like at our like local swimming pool. It would be this scene where I would be Superman in the water and she would come in and save me like Miss Toshmarker here, and the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where Jack Sparrow goes to save Elizabeth in the first one.
Crazy that the woman that he makes out with in his first movie is not Lois.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
I mean, technically, he didn't kiss her. She kissed him.
Yeah.
And even he's like, why?
You know, I just realized this movie actually has 2 like unconsented, is that the word? consent,
Yeah,
non-consent
non-consensual
kisses,
things.
which is like the first one. First one here is her kissing him, and then him kissing Lois while she's dead.
Oh yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could kind of excuse that other one, but maybe not because they barely knew each other. So
I don't know, but also like, would you kiss a dead body?
No.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's very weird.
Unless like it was your wife.
Yeah, like I said, like you can maybe excuse that one, but again, at this point, they barely known each other.
Yeah.
I thought she was
What?
playing the SpongeBob soundtrack.
What is this music? Again, just more unnecessary scenes.
We're just traveling with Lois, and now we're with Jimmy.
Yeah, it always just tends to be cutting back to the same shit. Just them doing their jobs.
It's like there's no music. I mean, it does kind of build some tense shit. Like, oh fuck, why is everything so calm now?
All right, this scene is actually pretty awesome.
Now the music's getting good.
The effect they use for Superman trying to catch this missile looks so fucking real. It's actually insane.
The feeling I got.
Oh!
It's such a good shot.
Hello.
I've seen that before. Oh, I didn't see this before.
Oh,
I didn't know it flew past him.
That's cool.
Okay, is it? Oh, here we go. I love this shot.
Yeah, I love that. Love that.
I wish his hat would blow away though, but
look at that. That is
it's so good. Oh, okay. The same
cinema.
feeling I got when you would watch the end of New Hope, the Death Star run.
Yeah.
The same feeling I get when I watch this.
Absolutely.
Of like pure nostalgia. This is intense. Best moment ever.
Look at that. It actually just looks
looks
so good.
It looks really good
And
still.
This moment here where he tries to catch it, where he like literally puts his hands on it, like we're gonna see it in a minute. It looks so fucking real. Like
it's a moment from a comic book.
Look at that.
It's a moment ripped right from a comic book.
Bro, if that was done today, it would be like 2 CGI models on screen.
No, he would be Rubber Boy. He would be Rubber Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cinema.
Oh god, look at that shot. That's a cover from Superman 78.
That's
comic book series. Oh, here we go. First of all, we didn't even mention how
Look at that.
Luthor. Yeah, so good. We didn't even mention how Luthor was so willing to kill Miss Teschmacher's mom. Okay, 15. Are you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, 2? Oh shit! No, they're right. Oh shit, they're right. They got it right.
Oh man,
they got it fucking right. I was gonna clown them, but they fucking shut me up.
I'm noticing they're actually adding soundtracks in like scenes that didn't have it in a normal cut.
I was gonna say that didn't have music playing initially.
No, but it works.
I think I preferred the music not playing because it's like a oh shit.
Oh,
As
shit.
maybe Jesus. Vin Diesel. It's Vin Diesel in the wig right now.
Oh my god. Family.
This is oh man. This is another moment from a comic book.
Absolutely.
Hello, LA. What? This is new?
Jesus. Like,
Oh, is that a metaphor for today? Hollywood's falling apart. Is that Hollywood's gone too woke? Is that a metaphor?
why did that dude just run? Why is he breaking the glass?
Okay, why?
What is he doing?
What is he doing? You know what? I hope he dies.
He's even bringing out his wife that way. Jesus.
Young Justice does a reference to this bridge scene.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Whenever Superboy tries to catch the bus.
When Superboy tries to... Yeah. And I guess technically Superman and Lois has a reference to it as well.
Yeah, whenever he's like in... Is it Japan or Korea or China? Or...
One of the... Yeah. Which, I think I've told you just before, I've been to Vancouver, where they film a lot of those episodes of not just the Arrowverse, but in Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of moments where I'd be like, hey, I've been there.
I hear that track and like that specific soundtrack, and the first thing that pops in my head is that PS3 Superman versus Doomsday
Oh, yeah.
thing. Yeah, because I remember they used that track for the little reel they did for it.
They probably wouldn't have like been able to use the actual music if the game released because they're cowards. But
Yeah, but that game looked fucking sick.
it looked like it would have been something special.
Yeah, and
They're
they've
still
actually
cowards, and they still won't do a Superman game.
Oh my god, let's not even get started on that.
The only time we'll ever get to play Superman is when they release a Superman solo mods for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That's the only time we'll get to play Superman.
Oh, this is the thing I was talking about with Superman's gravity powers. Like he's able to hold something. He's able to hold something
Even the
in the
houses.
center. Yeah, and like he pushes it up, and like technically this should break it in half, but really it puts everything back stable. So it's like a power he has.
It's because of Superman magic.
Yeah, because there's literally a video.
Okay, what the hell?
What the fuck?
You could have taken that part out.
Oh, that was
Ooh, that's a good shot. Yeah, that's a good shot. Okay, I'll give this. Superman Returns did a very good version of this. Of, like, Superman just saving people throughout, like, the climax of the movie. Well, it's not really a climax, but same shot as before.
I just noticed that, but it was, like, reversed.
Giving me very Superman 4 vibes. But, Superman Returns did do that. And I hope that Legacy does that as well. Again, just give us moments, just different moments. It doesn't have to be part of the plot or anything, just... Superman just saves lives. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, then.
It's so good, though. It's so good.
It is just a classic moment, too. Just
this is good, too, because it's all miniatures. I think this is the same dam where they had the first Transformers movie.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think it's the same dam.
Oh, God, that gives me anxiety.
That's terrifying. No. That's terrifying.
Nope.
Yeah, that works.
Nope.
Oh, man, and all that fucking debris on his shoulder, too.
I couldn't even.
Oh, my God, that dude was getting fried.
This is a new scene. What we're about to see right now. I remember this.
Well, I think I've seen this part on YouTube, or at least Superman being like, "Gentlemen, is that man all right?" I've seen that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's like, that's not in the theatrical cut.
Yeah. That was me. Oh my God!
Jesus. It's so cool.
Oh,
He
I never
must
saw
be the
him
one-
do that shot.
Yeah.
With the one fist down and the one up. I've never seen him do that. Now these work with miniatures. That's a good shot.
Yeah, I love that. This part is funny. Look at this. Watch this.
Whoa, cool!
He's just like, go ahead, Jimmy. Take a shot while this destruction
That's
happens.
so cool! But then it doesn't matter because he reverses time.
Yeah.
So, never.
like,
That's still so cool, though.
Yeah.
Is this the first time canonically Jimmy and Superman has met?
It actually is. Slain.
Oh.
Booty call.
Yeah.
Jimmy's gonna do a really fast sprint here. It's always funny. I don't know why.
Is he gonna do a Tom Cruise run?
Yeah, just there we go. Just.
Well, I do like that they showed her going to the gas station and then that blew up to explain. Oh wow, she's out of gas now. Oh, okay, I saw that.
Yeah, look at me. He's running like shit. Like fuck, shit. Oh, dude, your camera. Be careful, mate.
Superman left me in a worse spot.
Jesus. It's Superman saying this is what you get for like making me waste time for you to take photo of the dam.
Yeah, sure. Take your fucking picture. Sure.
Piece of shit. Hope you
People
destroy
are
your
dying.
camera.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take your picture.
Oh fuck.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
This gave me so much anxiety as a kid.
Bruh. It gives me anxiety now.
I watched
can't.
this with some friends of mine, like, when I was, I went to, like, a buddy of mine's house when I was a kid, and we watched this movie, and his little sister got a panic attack watching this scene, and she had to walk away. And when we tried to be like, no, it's okay, Superman saves her, she didn't believe us.
No. Well, I mean, she's not. You're not really right. He doesn't.
I mean, he
save
fails
her,
to
but he
save her
saves
first,
yeah.
but it's like, no, he brings her back, it's fine.
Oh. That's so cool.
Such a good idea.
Oh, that shot!
Oh, wow, that's a
That
good
was
shot.
that was some Alex Ross
I've
shit
seen
right there.
photos of that. I've seen photos of
Bruh.
that shot, but I've never.
That was some Alex Ross like.
That was
cinematography
Alex
right-
Ross. Yeah. This movie is just truly showing like how so many things that we grew up with were inspired by this.
I know, right? It is insane.
It's like, oh, that's an Alex Ross. Oh wait, no, this came before Alex Ross.
I'm so happy that like today's Superman's 85th and like practically everyone is celebrating it with this movie.
Oh yeah. Because
This movie just
as sad as it is, this is technically like the one Superman movie that's like universally like loved.
yeah, true. But like it's not even just that, but it just like it's one of those movies that like
This
feel,
is peak
feels like
Superman.
peak Superman, and like it's a moment in cinematic history.
Yes.
Ugh. Like, I don't think I could even say that for Batman 89, to be honest. Like, Batman 89 was, like, a blockbuster, groundbreaking film, but, like, cinematic-wise, I don't think it's even on par with this.
I would say it was the moment that I didn't see this part before. It's like, oh shit, nope, water's still coming.
Water...
That moment had its moment to shine. Oh, they're happy about it. Oh, these are the... Okay.
Yeah.
This is who Lois was interviewing.
Water and dirt. That water's got COVID.
Oh, yeah. This is where COVID actually came from.
Oh.
Oh, well, the horse got it. Oh, no.
Oh. Superman
Well, everyone's got COVID
COVID-19.
now.
Yeah.
It all ties together. Oh, shit.
So I say, oh shit. Did I leave the stove
Did I leave
on?
the stove on?
Bruh! Can you read my mind? Can you read my mind? Holy fuck.
Was that a dummy they had or a kite?
Yeah, I think
That looks really
I
good.
think they actually had like flying Superman like
Yeah.
toys that they
Well, I know they did it in like 3.
I swear, but like me and Rob have these moments where I swear we have the same mind. It's insane.
She's selling it.
They must have really put Margaret Kidder in all that dirt. Jesus Christ.
they no wonder why she went nuts.
I know, right? Wasn't she found in a ditch
Oh.
or something?
Something.
Yeah. And
She
was,
had
like,
a lot of shit happen to her.
And she was
yeah.
like missing teeth or something like that.
She man, yeah, she's had it rough.
Yeah.
Remember when she
Oh,
was in
what a-
Smallville? Was she in the same Smallville episode? She was in the same episode of Smallville where Lois debuted.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Oh man.
Now here's the thing. Everyone always and I agree to this to an extent, but here's the debate against it. Everyone wants, the Superman Kingdom Come to be like the Christopher Reeve version, like we
Yeah.
saw with Brandon Routh and everything.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just reverse to Earth again like he did the first time here? If he lost Lois through
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah, it's true.
Is he just like, I'm never gonna do that again, and I learned my lesson even though it worked?
And I do it again in the director sequel.
Oh yeah, because I actually didn't do it in that version. I only do it here. But the original movie ended that way. But pretend that didn't happen when you watch this one, and then when I do it, you'll be okay. You following me?
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my god, son of a bitch.
No Riz, not an appropriate Riz, Superman. Maybe he thought maybe he thought he had a superpower where he could kiss her back to life.
Well, I mean,
He brought her back with the power of love.
He's able to kiss someone and make them forget their memory, so
So why not?
which I gotta say is a really fucking stupid power. I mean,
That even Richard Donner hated it. That was a Richard Lester decision, definitely.
yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
This moment. This
Yeah,
moment.
this scream.
This terrified me as a kid. I didn't like seeing Superman like this.
Oh, that was way more echoed this time.
Yeah.
It's literally me when someone eats my leftovers.
Me when I step on a Lego.
Oh.
Me when Henry Cavill was no longer Superman. That fucking rock! What did I tell you? You hear it every fucking time that scene plays.
It's like, specifically in this version, just to piss you off, they'll have the rock echo as it cracks.
Now this time, every time I hear that scene and that rock gets crushed, it's just going to be a silhouette of Dwayne Johnson. That's Black Adam.
Okay, this is really silent. Wow.
It is.
It just went really quiet.
Now this moment has been absolutely talked to death, I think. Like, everyone talks about, like, is there 2 Superman now? And we know it doesn't work. We know it doesn't work. Who cares?
Who cares? Really. It's cinema.
I would like to see a reference to this in Legacy, but instead of, like, him reversing, what if he just spins around the Earth just to punch someone really hard?
Oh, that'd be so fucking dope. Oh, man.
Well, they were going to do that in Superman Flyby.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah, that's true.
He was just going to reverse, and not reverse, but he was going to fly around the world and then punch him. Didn't seem like that much of a process to bring everything back.
Yeah, I know. It was just a little...
Now how come we don't see him catch the 2 missiles?
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I know it was meant to be safe for Superman 2, but, like, even in Superman 2, it makes it a bit more frustrating, because in Superman 2, when he does it, it makes all the events that happened in that movie just never happen. So it's like Superman 2 is just pointless to watch.
Yeah, I hate that they do it in the Donner cut. Why? And also, why do you need to have the movie start off that way? Like, I know, like, that's how you want to explain how the prisoners got out the Phantom Zone. First of all, I love that breathing. Like, that sigh of relief that he does. But what was wrong with what Richard Lester did with the terrorist in Paris?
I know. You know what?
That was a good moment.
I do like that scene.
I believe this is your floor. Like, that's all good. You explain everything fine. The movie would have been fine if it ended the way it initially did before he reversed time.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
It was totally fine.
It's such like a stinger ending. Like, Lois knows the fortress is destroyed. It's set in stone.
I hate when they don't commit to... What a cock blocker. I don't like it when they... We're gonna breeze through that. I don't like it when they don't commit to progression.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's
what you mean.
one thing that annoyed me about the Superman version of the animated universe.
Yeah.
There was no progression with that character. He was always the secret identity to Lois. He was, he wore the same suit. They tried to make him age, and everyone hated it, so they brought him back to the original young baby face.
Yeah.
There was just no progression with that character. Batman had tons of progression.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder Woman had tons of progression. The Flash had progression.
Yeah.
And to an extent, even Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, like,
Superman was just, regular Superman.
Yeah. That's true. Like, I said, I praise the DCU with all my heart and shit, but when it comes to Superman, I'd still give the cake to, like, probably this for Superman over the DCU.
Yeah, it's not the best version of Superman, definitely.
No.
It was, maybe you could say, the best animated. That's a great Lois Lane moment.
Yeah. What is this? Amazing.
That's what this is.
That was just such like a...
You know what would be great? It would make no sense, but what if he was looking through his pictures and he saw the dam collapse and he goes, when did I take these?
Oh my god.
That would be class. That would be fucking cool. Yeah, Luthor would do this.
Yep, just to remind us there's a fucking lair of tigers.
Oh, yeah. Now, is it a dead cow he's giving him or a dead human? Dead cow. Oh! Oh, shit!
Yeah. Oh.
Almost missed it. I love that the dude was clapping. Your mother sends her love.
I'm surprised they didn't keep that. It's so good.
Technically, she would be in jail too, right? Well, I mean, she didn't do anything really. She just
Yeah.
it's just a model that works
And
with
hey,
him.
I mean, hey, look, she saved Superman's life. Good. Cut her.
Also, he didn't really do anything. Otis didn't really do anything either.
He's an accomplice.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
It's still like. It's funny that he refused to shave his head. He's actually wearing a bald cap.
Yeah. Well, so did Michael Rosenbaum in the last episode of Smallville.
That's true. That is true.
This is very tongue-in-cheek, but it's like, oh, good. Makes you feel good.
Absolutely. Oh, here we go.
The
Cinema.
best ending to any movie. I'm sorry, James Gunn needs to do this again.
Oh yeah, this should be another staple. Every Superman movie has to end with him smiling at the camera.
Smiling at the camera, being like, "Who are you looking at? Is it us? Is it me?"
Doesn't he have to be? It doesn't even have to be as like fourth wall breaking as this. Like they did it like kind of like low key in Man of
He
Steel.
actually doesn't even look at the camera. He just smiles.
Ugh,
Oh no, he's looking at us. Okay.
that's so good.
Now, do you know the whole like drama behind like Gene Hack? First of all, great movie. Still
Love it.
holds up.
Best movie.
Still
of all time.
amazing.
Mwah.
It's absolutely up there as a classic, especially one of the best Supermans.
Yeah.
And yeah, it still holds up. But you know the drama behind the hair of Gene Hackman during this movie?
What? What was it?
So Richard Donner said, "I need you to be bald in this movie," and he goes, "I'm not going to be bald in this movie because this is my hair. I will wear a bald cap." And he goes,
Yeah.
"Okay, well then I need you to shave your mustache."
Yes.
And he
Yes.
goes,
Yes.
You
yes,
do
yes.
know it. Oh man, is that good? He turns out he's like, "Okay, fine. I'll shave my mustache." And he goes, "Well, I'll shave my mustache." This is for the audience.
Yeah.
"I'll shave my mustache if you shave your mustache." And Gene Hackman was like, "Okay, fine. I'll shave my mustache." And then Richard Donner pulls off a fake mustache. Was
good.
it fake the whole time? How the hell?
That is so good. Love it.
Oh, Richard Donner, rest in peace. Still amazing movie. Still holds up very well.
Yeah.
And
God.
yeah, everyone here did a good job. Christopher Reeve's still a legend. We're gonna do the other ones, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Every anniversary.
Eventually.
Every anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it, but this was fun. I really enjoyed doing this this commentary for Superman the movie, and it's
Yes.
so it's always a pleasure watching these films, especially this one. And you know, this year is like the big 45th anniversary of the film.
85th.
Well,
Oh,
of the
for the
movie.
movie. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm so happy that like the worldwide people are getting a chance to like go see this movie again in theaters. Like I'm seeing it all over social media, and some people are taking their kids to see this movie for the first time, and they're getting mind blown by it. And it's like, you know, it's so heartwarming. And
all the like the Snyder stands that like tried to say this movie is shit, they're all coming around being like, "No, you know what? This movie's great." actually." I can't
Yeah.
even hate. This movie's great.
yeah, this movie it's just it still holds up. It's a moment in cinematic history. I say it in many ways, but it's like it defines me in so many aspects, and it's like
It's the reason why a lot of comic book movies are the way why they're as popular as they are now. Like this was the blueprint of like, yeah, you could make this. You could tell a story and make it legitimate and make it like to the point where even your parents could be like, "Oh, okay, General Zod, I get it." You know.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's all, you know, it all works still. And yeah, though, who knows if Legacy will live up to it. How before we conclude this video, what are your like summary thoughts on Superman Legacy, since it was announced today that like it's on pre-production?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have.
Okay.
I mean, like, I get a bit more optimistic as time goes on and I see stuff about it, but like I have hope that it'll be a back to more basics for Superman, which will be nice.
Yeah.
some frustrating aspects about it that I see whenever I see James Gunn stating shit like, "Oh, there'll be a Peacemaker season 2 after Superman Legacy," and that sort of like states that the DCEU is still going, and it kind of makes me wonder, like, why the fuck are you doing this without, like, why aren't you bringing Henry back? You know, it's shit like that.
It hurts when you know that Momoa is still Aquaman. Probably.
Exactly, and like bloody
Gal's probably still Wonder Woman.
Zachary Levi is still fucking Shazam.
Probably Ezra Miller. I don't know. I don't know. We could talk about the whole Ezra Miller thing for hours, but who knows where his stand? But there's still I still fail to see how Henry's Superman, why you couldn't use him.
Absolutely, but
especially since you say the Batman movie is going to be Damian's in it.
Yeah,
and you're like So we're gonna have Damian Wayne as a child before we get John Kent. But we're not gonna get the Super Sons.
But that topic aside, as I feel like I always keep repeating myself of it in every podcast video I do. I always bring up not having Henry as Superman anymore, and it pisses me off. So I'm gonna try not to ramble on about that anymore.
It is our national tragedy as comic book fans when that happens.
But I'll say, like, it's exciting that we're getting a new Superman movie in more hopeful hands that it will succeed with, like, James Gunn, who has a bloody hell.
Don't worry about it.
But he is in more like in hands that's more likely to succeed with James Gunn, who does have care for the character. It's also, but there's also a bit of like, because James Gunn made a full post about the announcement of him directing Superman Legacy, but he made it come out as if, because he was already writing it, but he wasn't sure he was going to direct it. But his brother like insisted that he directed it, and it felt like James Gunn wasn't doing it, wasn't directing it because he really wanted to. He was doing it because he felt obliged to. You know what I mean? Like, that's how he kind of worded it, and that kind of had me feeling a bit like, I don't know if I feel that way. Like, I'd rather he got someone who really wanted to make this fucking movie. And
well, you know. I at the same time I do agree with that, but and also, like, I would have preferred if he does direct this.
Yeah.
Not because I'm curious to be like, oh, how does the James Gunn Superman movie do? But if you're gonna write this thing, and if he's talking about like how passionate he is, why not direct it so you can make sure it's perfect?
Absolutely. No, I was gonna say that as well. Like, I was gonna say, but ultimately, I think if you're writing it, the best person to tell that story is, you know, the person who wrote it. And, you know, I feel like James Gunn's work is always better when he's writing and directing, whereas, like, some stuff he's written for and other people have directed, it's been a bit hit or miss. Like, I think he was producer for that Superman knockoff horror movie and didn't turn out that well. Brightburn, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I hated that shit.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. So
yeah,
it's like
awful.
shit
well,
like
not
that.
awful, but just not great.
Yeah. So no, but like, I'm optimistic about Superman Legacy. Like I said, they're currently doing auditions for it, and it looks like they're going with an unknown because there's been no news for actors being cast in the role. So it's what's always worked best for Superman. So it's hopefully that is the case. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm obviously excited for it, and we're getting a new Superman media, and, like, you know, it's the fact that Superman is just, he seems to be really, like, hitting the spotlight this year. It's about goddamn time.
I want people to remember that DC is Superman.
Yeah,
like, for the longest time, it was Batman who was, you know, the poster boy of DC, and hell, even in this commentary, we talked about Batman a lot.
Yeah.
And of course, Batman's great. Batman is always going to be there, but people need to remember that there is no DC without Superman.
Absolutely.
And people have to remember who the fuck Superman is. And who knows? Maybe it's just the Henry Cavill version, but just not going to be that ever.
Yeah.
Like it was never going to be that. That's its own different thing, and it's just a different version entirely. And when you try to turn the Henry Cavill Superman to like the classic, that's when it's just like weird because it's like, well, you should have just done that to begin with.
Yeah, and I feel
'Cause
like
you're kind of just shitting on what you worked on, and you're not making it like everyone notices that you're trying to do a course correction here.
Yeah, and like to begin it with, to even begin it with in the hands of someone like Snyder, it was already kind of like Snyder's already stated, like has already made it quite clear that, you know, he was going to be trying to modernize or make everything realistic and dark and whatever from the get-go of a character like Superman. And even that in itself, like the idea at the time sounded cool because that was what every superhero movie was doing, was making it realistic. But
everyone wanted to be Dark Knight.
Yeah, but basically it was around that time where it was a trend. But now we're back in the golden age of superheroes, where it's like we want to see the classic, basically comics to screen adaptations of these characters. And like luckily we're kind of getting that with Superman and Lois. We're also getting that with the Superman Rebirth type of stuff.
Oh yeah, the Rebirth comics were good. The newer, some of the newer comics are doing of Superman currently. They're okay.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. There's a current run that's
they're
going
doing
right
good
now by Joshua Williamson. He's doing the current Superman run, which is good. And there's some exciting Superman comics coming out later this year. There's one by Mark Waid, where like Superman...
And you know, we've seen with Mark Waid.
Yeah.
Because was he the one that did Birthright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then if he can do it. You know, if he could do Birthright, he can do another great Superman story, no problem.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we've seen other characters that were succumb to like different versions of them, and then go back to classics. Like, you know, with Batman, we had Batfleck.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, relatively kind of a different version of previous Batman we've seen before, more dark and violent. And the Batman, despite how people feel about the Batman's probably the best character adaptation, I would say, of Batman.
Keep chatting. I'm just running to the toilet. I can still hear you.
Okay, sure. You know, the Batman is the best character version of, like, character adaptation of the Batman. It got everything about Batman right. Spider-Man No Way Home, you know, it went through all these, you know, you first went through Spider-Man 3, then you went through the Amazing Spider-Man movies, then you went through the MCU, and you know, a lot of people have opinions on how to handle the MCU, but No Way Home, even though that movie was very nostalgic, it went back to traditional Spider-Man roots. And it was like, this is why we love Spider-Man. And I feel like now Superman needs that. Superman needs what Matt Reeves did for Batman. Superman needs what No Way Home did for Spider-Man. Yeah, I think it's about time that Superman properly is done justice.
Yeah, I
think it's been long overdue. And again, like you said, say what you will about Man of Steel and about all that, and despite the fact that we would have loved for that to continue, it's done. There's nothing we can do about it now. It's all coming to an end. Like the second idiot Ezra Miller Flash turns back time in the Flash movie, it's over. It's it. It's done. But we'll see what they do with Superman Legacy. I am, like you said, you're carefully optimistic. I will maybe feel at more ease depending on who they have the cast.
Yeah.
Who are they gonna have? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We have to hold our opinions until the second they announce it, which probably won't be for a while. So,
do you think we'll get a trailer by the end of the year?
No, because I think they're gonna do the actual production. Because right now, what they're working on is like costumes and just added rewrites and castings. They said that they're going to officially start shooting at the start of 2024.
Okay, all right.
So at the very least, maybe around January, we'll probably get, like I mentioned, like those screen test teasers.
Yeah.
So we might get something like that of whoever will play Superman, like staring at the camera, looking heroically or whatever.
What are your opinions on like the fan cast, like David Cordsweet and shit like that?
Well, it seems like David might be the better choice because I think he's the more experienced actor, while Wolfgang obviously looks the most, I would say, like Superman. Especially, he looks a lot like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
I don't think you should just hire an actor just because he looks like a previous actor that played him.
Absolutely.
Like, I know everyone loves Brandon Routh, and a lot of people loved him because he looked like Christopher Reeve. Brandon Routh, I feel like he's safe. He's like in a weird gray area because he's still his own Superman and it, like his own good Superman in his own, right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of Wolfgang for me to be like, oh yeah, you're a good choice. David might be the better choice.
Yeah.
I just think he needs to bulk up just a little bit, or maybe don't. I'm not your fucking boss, but you can wear a muscle suit underneath that. It's fine.
Yeah.
We could deep fake muscles into you. You don't need to work out at all. So,
I know. I mean, even Affleck's Batman. I mean, bloody he bulked up his shit, but my God, that suit is padded as fuck. So bad.
apparently, a lot of his muscles were CGI'd in.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is because I know he did work out heavily
Yeah.
in that movie. Henry worked out heavily. Everyone worked out heavily for those movies, but
Yeah.
I think a
Cavill,
lot
yeah,
of that
Cavill was
was
a beast.
probably fake.
Yeah, but cycling back to Christopher Reeve, he got into really great shape for this movie as well.
He didn't want to wear padding. He wanted it to be authentic.
No
and
padding, no steroids.
I admire that. I mean, you could tell he probably cared about that the more these movies progressed. Because
Yeah.
this was the one movie where he was the most passionate about. Then 2, he already did 2, but they had to do the reshoots because of Lester taking over.
Yeah.
Or Lester. And he tried really hard with Superman 3. And I've always said I think that's his best as Superman because you could tell with his Clark, this is where he's most comfortable at. He doesn't have to act like a bumbling idiot. He can act like himself.
Yeah.
And even though the movie wasn't great, I still think that his performance of that, and even as evil Superman, still really works. And Superman 4, majority of Superman 4 is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. That story of John Cryer talking about going to dinner with Christopher Reeve after the movie came out, right?
No.
Or no, right before. Okay, so it was right before the movie came out. John Cryer saw Christopher Reeve at a dinner somewhere in L.A., a diner, or not diner, some outdoor restaurant. He goes, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, John, good to see you. Have a drink," and blah blah blah. And John was like, "Oh man, how's the movie going? I can't wait to see the movie, man." And apparently, Christopher Reeve responded, "I won't lie to you, kid, it's a mess." And he genuinely was very defeated.
Yeah.
On how just messy Superman 4 was. And it's a shame that that's the final time he ever played Superman.
Yeah.
A lot of people say his final farewell to Superman was probably his appearance in Smallville.
Yeah.
That moment's classic, legendary. And it's a hard performance to follow up. You know?
Yeah. 100%. It's
that's not an easy role to play. There's a Superman curse for a reason. It's not an easy role to play. It's you're getting yourself into some big shit when you get involved here. So whoever gets to play Superman, I wish them luck. Stay away from the internet. Stay away from the internet.
Absolutely.
Because who knows what's gonna happen? It might be a different, it's gonna be maybe. I don't know. It'll be weird for me if it's a Superman who's younger than me. That'll be the first time ever, and that'll make me cry. So
yeah,
who knows?
Yeah.
It's all different possibilities. Could be a different ethnicity. It could be a different something else. It could be who knows. It's terrifying to think about because the internet is not a fun place.
Yeah, I mean, there's already been we've already seen the likes of the bullying that's happened to that Wolfgang guy. He got bullied off.
He had to remove his and he's not even he
was even cast. Yeah,
he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He's just used for AI fan art. That's it.
It's fucking ridiculous.
So I don't know, man. It's
a hard
I
one.
just wanted to get it right.
Like I had this conversation with Ben, but I'd say like Superman is a much harder role to play than Batman, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because
I think so. I think so.
Even when you're playing Superman, you've got three characters to play. Really, you've got
more or less
Clark the reporter, the bumbling whatever way you want to take it. You've got Clark his true self from Smallville, and then you've got Superman. You know?
Yeah. I think it's you're right. I think it's a lot harder to because here's the thing, like every actor would love to play Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like an actor's dream to play Batman.
Whereas when you're doing
Superman is like
you have to
go
really,
ahead.
Yeah, no, it's like when you're playing Superman, you have to really give it your all to get people to really believe you and that you're playing this sort of character, because we've seen what happens when you just give it, 50% or whatever, and it's forgettable. You just go like, all right.
Yeah. It's like, all right, sure. It's well, I don't think I'll say this. I don't think we've ever
had a bad
Superman. I mean, I guess maybe Dean Cain.
I mean, like, that's always the one we come
back to. But only
back
just
to,
because it's just cringy. It's the cringiest Superman. That's it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think it was a couple of days ago. I was actually watching the pilot for My Adventures of Superman, Lois and Clark. And, I mean, for what it was fine. And Dean Cain was alright. It does feel a bit weird. Like, he just... I don't know how to really put my word
He
in
felt
it.
like the most douchey Superman.
Yeah, he did. He
was like the most jock Superman. I loved him as Clark Kent. I liked Clark Kent a lot.
Yeah.
And, Terry Hatcher's still a great Lois. I forgot to give her a shout out.
Yeah.
Terry Hatcher's a great Lois.
Terry Howard, she was really good. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, there has not really been a bad Superman, but I admire anybody who's has the cojones to play Superman.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's very brave that, and I like the strategy that he does when Tyler Hoechlin was cast as Superman.
He went and he didn't watch any of the movies or anything.
He didn't watch anything. Yeah, and that's brave. It's very brave to do that, because it's genuinely, this is one of the most difficult roles to do, especially on television.
Oh, yeah.
On television.
On television as well, but it's also been a medium that has actually really worked for Superman. He has actually had probably the best luck in television compared to a lot of superheroes.
Well, Smallville, Lois and Clark, the animated series.
Superman and Lois.
George Reeves.
Yeah.
And Superman and Lois, yeah.
So he's had probably the most luck in television compared to any other superhero. Which is weird to say.
For Krypton, but he wasn't in it, so.
but I mean, like, which is weird to say, because with a character like Superman, you're sort of like thinking, well, in television that must be kind of impossible, because it's like, with a character like that, you need a bigger budget, but he works for television as well than he does in movies. So,
I would like for them in Legacy, where if they go with what Alan Moore did with Clark Kent, where they made him a TV reporter.
Oh.
I would like it if they did something like that, because I don't think like the traditional reporter way really, like, no one really, it's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they would do like traditional Clark, would that stick with people? Like, they'll like it because it's like, oh, he's a traditional Clark Kent, but it's like, will that work? I'm very curious what they're gonna do with Clark Kent.
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
Maybe we won't even know yet. Maybe the movie would just be about like maybe in the ending he'll get the Clark Kent job, which is what they did for Man of Steel. Though,
yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, what they did for Man of Steel. I think James Gunn did say he would already be a reporter. Like, this is very much.
Well, he did say he'll definitely be Superman. He's already Superman by the time this movie starts, and that he's lived in Metropolis for a while. So
yeah, so he's probably a reporter, I'd say.
He would have to have something.
Yeah.
So all we could do is wait and see till that movie comes out.
Absolutely.
And before we leave tonight, I just want to share this share this image I did today in honor of Superman Day.
Oh.
I did I did a concept of Henry Cavill wearing the classic outfits.
Oh man, that is.
But the reason why I love this so much, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, I gave him a mullet.
Oh. Oh.
I gave Superman a mullet. I'll send you the image on Discord so you can put it on your video.
Yes, please do. Please do.
But if only we saw Christopher Reeve with a Superman mullet.
Dude, he'd rock it well. He rocks long hair well.
Right, because I'll say this: the first time I ever saw Superman, since it's his 85th today, the first time I ever saw Superman as a child, because I was introduced to Batman first.
Yeah.
And I had the Batman '89 movie, and I had a VHS tape of some episodes of the animated series.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about Superman till my mom got me two puzzle pieces. One was of a Batman Returns. You know what? I think I have them. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Let me look for this shit. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, for me, like my first showing for Superman is, and I said this before in the previous podcast, was this movie. Was when I was sick and my aunt put this movie on the television when I was crying one night and really upset, and I still remember the first image of seeing this movie as a kid was that scene of Superman in the Fortress of Solitude standing out in the distance, and that was basically my first introduction to the character. And after that it was followed by Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and shit and stuff like that. But my God, I mean,
Continue.
No, but yeah, like for me that was my introduction to the character. But obviously in your case, I'm guessing it was the 90s mullet.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I couldn't find the puzzles. I thought they were here somewhere, so I'm ashamed by that. But it was a Batman Returns puzzle, and the other one was a Superman puzzle,
yeah.
And he had the mullet. And I just assumed that Superman always had a mullet. And I was, of course, very disappointed when I watched an episode of the animated series, and then my parents bought me this VHS, and he didn't have it. But
Yo, you know what? I don't know if you know this, but in the Batman Adventures comics, the DCAU Superman had a mullet.
That was before they had the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he still had his Batman still had his animated series outfit.
Yeah, that's right.
And it looks so good. It
looks good.
God. Again, there's just something so like
it looks good until he's Clark Kent.
Silly about it.
He looks so good until he's Clark Kent and he puts it in a ponytail and you're like, what the fuck?
I love it.
I
wanted Nicolas Cage.
That's what I was
gonna.
That's what I was gonna say, and that explains why you love Nicolas Cage so much, is because they literally gave him a mullet.
They were going to reconceive the character. I was going to turn that character upside down alongside Tim Burton. It's going to be great.
Oh my God.
Oh God, it's such a shame. But there it is.
Yeah. Right. I think that's about it. I have no idea how long we've been going on for, but I feel like we've done a good.
Says for me 2 hours and 6 minutes.
For this, on top of the other one we did, which was probably about.
It's a full 3 hour. It's a 3 hour cut of the movie.
It's over. So... It's over 3 hours. This is B for definite. But thank you all for who watched along with us. You heard us ramble on about different shit throughout the whole movie, and hope you all enjoyed it. And
I had to finish it off with at least one more.
Oh my God, all of it. Do you just have
soundboards? Get yourself one.
Oh, is that what you have? Is this just right next to your? Oh my God, that is beautiful.
Several.
Did I just see a Batman one?
You might have. I don't think I have a Batman one. Well, I have a Mickey Mouse one.
What happened?
Oh my God.
I have this one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, right here.
Oh, that's literally.
See,
That is literally the fucking intro music I use for my podcast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because funny you mentioned it. We were going to talk about, because at one point you and I talked about doing a podcast together, like outside of the podcast
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were going to call it. Something about breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
We never did it because of life.
Yeah.
But I downloaded that soundboard because of that idea we had.
Oh my god.
Where I was going to be like, we're going to start the podcast by... But if you said that's how you start your podcast, then shit.
Yeah, that is literally, if you the creatively procrastinating podcast, that is what I do. That's what I use.
Well, shit.
Bro, this is what I mean when I say you and me have the same brain. It makes no fucking sense.
We accidentally have the same wavelength.
I have no idea. It's like the amount of stuff we have, like, the way we mentally think about things, and, like, it's insane. It blows my mind half the time. It's crazy.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I'm so happy I was able to celebrate Superman Day with you. It's absolutely
Yes,
it's a blast.
This was a privilege. This was fun.
Yeah.
Movie still holds up to this day, and yeah, good luck, James Gunn. I think that's like the biggest like lesson we've learned from this. Just good luck.
Good luck.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for it. I don't see it ever being bad. I just maybe disappointed at the least, but I don't see it being bad.
Like I've said before, I do not want anything less than a masterpiece. Okay, because I'm at this point in superhero media where I'm kind of fatigued, and I want.
Well, even James Gunn has said that. He's like, yeah, there is a superhero fatigue, and it's not because it's not the superhero's fault. There's just a lack of care.
Yeah, exactly. And I really want this movie to knock my socks off. I really want it to.
Nick Mason from Mr. Sunday Movies, he said this about the Snyder Cut, and I'm going to say this about Superman Legacy. With everything that we've seen so far, and all the disappointments we've had, especially with Snyder and stuff like that, I think for Superman Legacy, things could only go up or sideways.
Yeah.
But definitely not down. Definitely not down.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, maybe. We could be wrong. Who knows? We'll have to see. Maybe it's another Brightburn situation, or Scooby-Doo the movie. We'll have to see.
Hey, Scooby the movie's it's a fucking masterpiece. Okay.
Well, to an extent. Especially if you were born in the early 2000s.
Well, I mean,
I lived through it. I remember the spiky hair.
God.
God. I remember Sugar Ray.
Perfect cast. Mr. Incorporated in those films.
Matthew Lillard, always. He should be in Superman Legacy. I don't care what role he plays. Just put him on it.
Yeah.
Put him on. I don't care who. Just have him there.
Jesus. But yeah. Okay. Thank you all for watching this commentary and celebrating Superman Day with us. If you made it this far, feel free to also check out Rob's, all his socials. Where can people find you?
Oh, yes. I'm sometimes active on TikTok, although that might be banned soon. I don't know. Sometimes I'm on Twitch, although that website is falling apart, and I don't know the state of Twitch right now. I do have a YouTube, but I haven't uploaded in 2 years, so I have Instagram. I'll give you my link tree, and you can just you can just post that.
Look, I'll put all the links to him in the description.
Oh, I also do have a DeviantArt where I post a lot of character
Yes.
because I have nothing better to do with my life, and I just love costumes.
Same.
So if you want to see that Superman Henry Cavill classic suit with a mullet or without a mullet, go to my DeviantArt. There'll be probably links below.
He's really he is really talented, and I have to admit he's really great.
I made a Batman with a big dick. You want to see it?
Oh yeah, shut up. Some Batman damn shit right there.
Go to DeviantArt.
Yeah, Liebermejo approves.
Mm-hmm. That's what I should have done in the Schumacher movies. I mean, anyway.
Alright. Okay, so thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. And like I said, go check out Rob.
Yes.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm signing it off there. Alright, thank you all for watching, and stay
Goodbye.
Stay swell.
Take care of yourself, Krypton.
Come.